What up, what up, what up? Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. Welcome, Drinks and Discussions. As always, I am your host, Brian, and we are coming to you live on this Taco Tuesday. And I'm going to tell everyone right now, even though my Razorbacks haven't been that great. What up, what up? Hello, everyone. Let me mute
Good
this thing on the other side so I don't
all.
keep making all this
Drinks and
noise
Discussions.
on the backside. I want to tell everyone that I'm still representing my hogs. It's been a long college season repping the hogs tonight, but I'm also repping the Cowboys. And I just want to say that real quick because I am waiting on our other host to join the stream. And as I am waiting, I'm going to start drinking because I'm in a great mood. I had a great Thanksgiving holiday, an extended Thanksgiving holiday, and I hope you all did as well. And as I've mentioned before, I hope most of you, if not all of you, got off of YouTube for the entire time that you had with for the holiday. Marcus is joining us now. I'm going to get him on the and here we are. But I just want to say I'm just in the mood. Truth teller. Good to see you, buddy. Ready for another full or fun-filled Tuesday night with discussion. Amen to that. I'm gonna wait for other people to come in because then I'm gonna say some really, really heartfelt things to two people that I really want to just kind of give some things off top. But I'm gonna wait till Marcus joins, and then I'm not sure if anyone's heard from Big Jake. I reached out to him earlier today. I did talk to him over the holiday weekend. I'm not sure if he's joining, but I also know Jake does work overnights, and so this is his tomorrow. He's off, so that's why Tuesdays is always good for him to join us. But he also may be asleep at this moment and never, and because he's worked over the holiday weekend and maybe just be tired, and he'll join us late. Hopefully he'll join us later on in the stream. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, what's going on?
Good to see you, Chief. Happy Thanksgiving holiday to you.
Yes.
And I'm just really good. My spirit is good during this holiday season. I haven't stopped beaming from ear to ear since Thanksgiving, and most of you probably don't know, but my wife's birthday was also the day after Thanksgiving. So it was Thanksgiving Thursday, wife's birthday celebration Friday, Saturday, into Sunday. And I wanted to hear about everyone else's holiday. I will tell you about ours, get Marcus's holiday memories and things that he enjoyed with his family because I know he traveled. And I just want to keep it light tonight. I want to keep it really light, and simple, and share some experiences. See what Truth Teller had for his Thanksgiving, and maybe even talk about what we're planning for the upcoming holiday for Christmas. But like I said before, I do want to have a couple of special shout outs before we get started. But before we even do that, I'm thirsty. Let's get into the drinks. Marcus, what you got, buddy?
Oh man. Tonight I'm just going with the water tonight, the flavored water. I'm not feeling 100, so I'm just gonna go with the. I don't. Yeah, it's nice, warm, flavored water, easy on the throat.
So flavored water. Do you use like the Mio, or do you use something else for your flavored water? What do you use?
All of the above. I like the Mio, but I like it's the Great Value brand from Walmart, and it's just these little water packets that come like 10 in a box, and it's got a little caffeine supplement. So I get my water, and I don't, and I never have to worry about the caffeine headache, because of the caffeine supplement, and then that keeps me from drinking so much Mountain Dew.
Okay, so I am going to be drinking my usual. This is a straight bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels, and it is called Isaac Bowman. Isaac Bowman. And I was a little bit unsure about this one until I started drinking it. And the more I drank it, I guess I became more comfortable with it. It's not my favorite whiskey, and I probably will have this one sitting on the shelf for a while. But it is 40% alcohol volume. It's not 100% flavorful, but it's doing its job. It makes me feel good, so I'm okay with it. I'll keep drinking it. True Teller says I'm just doing water, but I wish I had my Thanksgiving choice of beverage, a cranberry margarita. I don't think I've ever had a cranberry margarita.
Hmm.
I don't even think I've ever heard of a cranberry margarita. Hmm, interesting.
Cranberry. Yeah, that is interesting.
Okay, so what I want to start out with before we get into our other stuff is I have been on other friends of our channel's streams, and I want to give a shout out to. Well, first, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Falcax. It's Falcax. He is the bearded wonder. He is his birthday, I believe, is either today or it's in the this time of the year. So he's celebrating a birthday. I believe he is 66. I'm lying. I'm joking. I have no idea. He just showed a photo of himself, and I'm roasting him because that's what they were doing on the other channel that I was on, which is geez, uh, which is channel. Um, I'll tell you in just a
Who,
second. So if you
um,
guys
who,
want
you,
to,
who are you
I'll
talking about?
Playboy's Crime. Sorry, Playboy's Crime.
Hmm.
If you're familiar with that channel, go check them out. They are doing a roast to Filecat's birthday, and they're roasting him a little bit today. So just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. Hello, conversation guy. Welcome. We appreciate you joining the stream tonight as well. Really do appreciate that. By the way, cheers to you, Marcus. I know you're not feeling too well, but I'm gonna give you a cheers with your water
Cheers.
anyway.
Yeah, good
I
old
will
water.
I will tell you this. Before we get into that, before I tell you what I was going to tell you, I'm going to say one other thing that I was going to mention at the onset of this. I am divorcing Witch. You know who Witch is? I'm divorcing her. She is blocked forever because she is a Philadelphia Eagle fan, Cowboy hater, and
Boo.
if you ever see her on this
Boo.
channel in the chat or anywhere else, please immediately, immediately silence her. We must stick together. We cannot have dissension among the Drinks and Discussions team. So, I just got shellacked on another channel because of her Philly cheesesteak self and all the other stuff over there, and I just won't stand for it. I won't. I won't stand for it. And Marcus, we in solidarity on
Hmm.
this? We in solidarity on this?
Solidarity. I don't even know who she is, but
Solid.
solid as a rock. Dun, dun.
That's old school, man. Listen, I was promise you,
Yeah, it is.
I have been downloading and downloading because I'm getting ready to try to do this like music station too for Drinks and Discussions. I've got so many old school videos, and Solid as a Rock was Ashford and Simpson, and I think I got that video downloaded as well. If you name a video,
Oh, that's right.
I
Ashford and Simpson.
yeah, if you name a video and you're like, oh, I haven't heard this song in a long time, you were like, I will tell you, I promise you, I'll probably have it more likely than have it than I don't have it right. Hey, what's up, Thumper? Good to see you, Chief. Well, good to see you. Yeah, Thumper is from he's in our area too. I think he's more in Garland, a little further south than we are, but He's a cowboy player, cowboy uh, fan. So he knows we don't tolerate that witch around here. These parts, we don't tolerate that talk around these parts here. But anyway, happy birthday to Falcax. Thank you for allowing me to be over there for a quick second. And I'm taking a toast to you and a drink to you, and wish you nothing but the best and many more to come. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
So, what I was going to tell you is that when you told me that you were feeling under the weather, you were like the third person in this season that has come to me and said that they're not feeling very well. And one of my best friends was flying back. Oh, come on, truth teller. You know I got Cool in the King, Joanna. Joanna, I
I
love
love
you.
you.
You're the one
You're
for
the
me.
one for me.
This is gonna be a sing. It's gonna be
Yes.
a sing along. We need the words, but I can't do it on the live. I can
Yeah.
see that's the thing about YouTube. You can create a video and then post it, but you can't do it on your live because they can't check the copyright stuff on your live stream if you play those music live during your live stream. Um, who said that? Elmer Skaggs. Hey, how are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. These guys are coming in tonight. I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see what else I missed over here. There was another college game, was a shocker too, and I can't remember which one. There was a lot of shockers on the college realm. A lot of shockers. Michigan beat Ohio State.
They beat the dog out of them.
The dog poo.
Yeah, they did. That's good. I'm happy. I'm happy for
Yeah.
Michigan.
I'm happy for Michigan, and it's about time because I kind of was getting on that Harbaugh hating bandwagon, and it's about time he started coming and doing what he was supposed to do when they hired him. So kudos to him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
so there, I told you about the Mike. So my friend who was telling me that he was under the weather, he has a son, and he flies his son from New York on holidays, and he has to go get him and bring him back here. And he was on his flight back, sat next to a guy who said he was coughing the entire time. Came home, took a test today. This was Sunday. Came back and took a test today, positive for COVID. Not saying that you have COVID, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things where you're thinking, I kind of thought that COVID had kind of gone away. It wasn't something that we needed to worry about. And as we get further into the show, my wife and I, we did a lot of things around a lot of people, and it was kind of like, should we have worn a mask?
Yeah. My mom and I, flying out to Atlanta, we both wore masks flying out to Atlanta, in the airport and on the plane. But coming back, my mom wore hers, but I misplaced mine and I couldn't find it. So I wasn't wearing a mask in the airport or on the plane. And man, goodness, I have a at home COVID test and I'm scared to take it.
Yeah, you don't want to take it right this moment. Give it a day or two and see how you feel, and then take it.
Yeah.
Um, but my son had a runny nose. I was kind of feeling a little something this morning when I woke up, but as the day kind of progressed, I wasn't feeling anything. And by the way, True Teller, you
Yep.
can't if you remove the Dallas haters from the stream, you can't do the same for Ohio State fans. That's hilarious. Great. Actually, tomorrow morning I get to move to Minnesota for a little while. Minnesota, you want to go up there with the freezing temperatures, Elmer? I don't think I wouldn't move to Minnesota on purpose. Would you?
No, I don't think I would either.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would.
You know, and Elmer is saying that he's caught up on boosters and shots and stuff like that. My friend who caught it, he's actually was doing he was the same way. Um, and all those things
Mhm.
are not, again, this is not a scream about and vaccinations or anything, but the vaccination is just supposed to, cross your fingers, prevent you from actually getting the severe case of COVID. You can still catch it. You're just not going to get the severe case where you're going to be hospitalized. Knock on wood, everybody is fine. Um,
Yeah, knock on wood.
yeah, knock on wood. Um, but I want to hear from everybody. I want to hear from everybody. I want to know how you celebrated because my eyes were just opened, and I am not a holiday guy. I really am not. I'm not a guy who just goes around and just wishes and hopes and waits on holidays to get into some kind of holiday spirit. I'm just who I am. But this one hit me different. And I'm going to tell you guys in a little bit why. It hit me hard, and that's why I want to make sure that from now until the beginning of the year or to New Year's Eve that we don't do anything but just talk about holidays, spirits, and keeping things positive. Because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't on. Well, my wife was on Facebook, posting our pictures and stuff as we were doing stuff. But I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't on Instagram the entire holiday weekend. Not at all. Wasn't even worried about it. But then when I came back and I got pinged this and I was doing and people were saying this and I was like, what the hell? You guys couldn't even stay off of YouTube for 2 days, 3 days? I mean, man, it was really disturbing what I was saying because I was just like, wait a minute, come on, guys, we got grown ups. We've got to do better. Grown ups, we have to do better. But I'm not gonna be on my soapbox just yet. Soapbox. I want to hear about what you, everyone else. Thumper said, I spent it by myself with my pits. Come on, Thumper. You didn't have, you cooked something. You had something. You did something. Come on, guys. I know you did something. I'm going to catch up on these things. And this is why when Jake is gone or we're missing the one person, it's hard to keep up with some of the chats, even though they're not going that fast.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with the chats when you're still trying to talk as well. So bear with us. He's Elmer
Yeah.
Skaggs is saying he caught up on those boosters. Conversation said, guy, not from COVID necessarily, but because of the flu and other reasons. Elmer Skaggs says he's going to do some ice fishing up in Minnesota. Nice. Hey, Miss Mandy, how are you? Good
Mm.
to see you, Miss Mandy.
Is it cold enough to is it cold enough to do ice fishing yet? Has the lake frozen over?
in Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota.
Ooh, it sounds like it might be.
Think, isn't that where Prince is from?
No.
Prince is from Lake
Oh
Minnetonka.
yeah. Mhm.
You know, listen, Thumper. You have a dysfunctional family. I get it, and that's one of the reasons why I was going to say what I'm going to say when we get more involved in this conversation because I'm sick of it. I have kind of a dysfunctional family, but I won't call it dysfunctional. I think I call it okay. I call it dysfunctional, and it has a lot to do with our upbringing and a lot of other things. And sometimes there has to be a catalyst that says enough's enough. Let's get together. Let's bring people together. If you want to hash out what's bothering you, hash it out. Get it off your chest and then move on. And if you still need to have other conversations moving forward, continue those conversations. But at least open the door to where that conversation is available to both parties that may have something going on between family members. Because if it was Marcus, Marcus is my friend. I'd go to Marcus and say, hey, dude, you on this podcast. Why you ain't coming on podcast? Did I do something that bothered you? I would do that immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. But we have a tendency in our family to go, oh, that dude rubbed me the wrong way. That's my brother, but you know what? Screw him. And then you ignore the text messages, you ignore the emails, you ignore all the other stuff. And that's just not okay with me. But let's get into it. I want to hear what you guys did. We heard from Thumper, and Thumper, I'm sorry that that's happened. Miss Mandy, I'd like to hear from what you did for the holidays. What was your favorite moment in Thanksgiving over the holidays? Because I know you have, a son. I don't know if you have multiple sons or other um, children or not, but I know you have a son. How did you spend the holidays? Was it, joyous? Did you have a good time? Did you cook? What did you cook, people? If you guys cooked, let me know what you cooked. Elmer Skag. Elmer Skag says there's a bunch of lakes up here, and they'll be frozen over in January and February.
Okay. Well, not quite yet. So don't go. So don't get out there yet.
Yeah, don't pull. Okay, I'm not embarrassed to say this, but I'm a little embarrassed to say this. But one of my favorite movies. I mean, it's not the higher favorite movies, but it's one of my favorite movies is The Mighty Ducks. And when Emilio Estevez gets into his limousine and he drives on the pond, and the mom comes out there and she's like, "Why are you driving this thing on this pond?" He goes, "I just know when the pond is frozen, I know when it's safe." And I was like, "Oh." But
Mm.
if you're in that area, I'm assuming you know. Hey, look, my cousin is in the house. Justin Straw is in the house. Come on in, man. Good
Yo
to
yo
see
yo.
you. Listen, Justin. Let me break it down to you as we continue to uncover some of the things on the chat. And I wish, Justin, I think you're on your phone when you're probably listening to this. I wish you would have Discord and you can join the chat because I know Marcus is not feeling well and I don't want to keep him too long. He's already looking like he's suffering through it. By the way,
No.
I could tell you're like, oh man, I'm not feeling the best. If you guys are on Discord and you want to come in and take Marcus's place, because I don't want to keep him too long, please let me know. Come on Discord, and if not, I'll be up here talking to you guys by myself, at least for a few moments or so. But
And Brian, I don't want to jump the gun, but go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
no,
off.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I was just so does everybody out there already know that we did the one chip challenge?
I don't know. I don't know if they know that, but that's a good point. Do you guys know that we did the Packy one chip challenge? Because if you didn't, I will be honestly, because you guys were asking. I know Liz was there. Hello, Liz. Good to see you. Um,
Got my
we were supposed to tell you guys how it was, after the facts, after the fact. Hey, Veen, good to see you, buddy. But I will be honest with you. I probably felt like Marcus has looked on the live stream after the live stream.
ooh.
The cramping and the tightness in the gut
Mm-hmm.
was unbearable for about, I would say, a
Horrible.
good 10, 20 minutes.
Horrible.
Liz said they wouldn't take our
Man.
shirts off, though. We wouldn't take our shirts off, though. If we hit
We're gonna do that for you one day, Liz.
we got to hit 1,000. If we hit 1,000 viewers or subscribers, I promise you, I'll go full topless, and I'll sit in my chair butt ass naked. I can't go down lower, but I will go butt naked the whole live stream. If you get 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, I will sit in this chair 100% butt stark ass naked. Wait.
Just don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Only if I can get permission from my wife. I can make sure. Everybody's
Yeah. Thanks. Oh, I was gonna say thanks, Veen, and thanks, Truth Teller.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
that didn't last
survived.
forever. What was funny about the one chip challenge, by the way, is that Marcus and I experienced the same symptoms, but at different times. So
Yep.
Marcus's times were way, way ahead of mine. But when we were
Hmm.
texting after it was all over and done with, it was um, all me saying, "Oh my god, I feel bad," and Marcus was like, "Yep, that's exactly what I was feeling."
Yep. Hmm. And I've tried to explain to people it's the weirdest sensation because once it's in your mouth and you swallow it, I could feel it traveling down my throat, down my esophagus, into the stomach, and then into the intestines, and I could feel every bit of that. It's unreal.
It wouldn't have been that bad if they made a chip that was spicy, but made it taste good. It was just a bad tasting chip. It was like,
Yeah.
again, eating a stale, old chip that just was not very, very good. I don't,
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
like
know, but we were talking about this during the thing. Whoever's the marketing guy for that company is probably sitting in his $12 million home, living it up, and taking our $18 per one chip. $18 for one chip.
one
And think
chip.
about how many people have done the one chip challenge over the years. Because I know at the end of the day,
I
we're not
know.
having a. If we have a Super Bowl party, Marcus, are you going to bring some Packy chips?
Hell no.
No, no, nobody's going to bring
Man.
Packy chips.
Mm-mm.
No.
Dude,
All right,
I might have to get a tattoo
Elmer.
now. I
Elmer
mean, that's
said, "Hold on a second." Elmer said he's got to take off. We'll be back if it's not.
mm.
But if I'm not, y'all be good. Elmer, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Take care, Elmer.
And Liz, by the way, I might not have shown that it affected me on the live stream, but trust me, we were just saying it phased me. Like maybe I was 30 minutes behind Marcus's effects. So whatever he
Hmm. I
experienced,
think
30
so.
minutes later, I experienced the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I really was cramping for a while to where I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." And Justin, don't I'm trying to tell you, Justin, don't do it. Don't do
Mm-mm,
the
don't.
one chip challenge.
Mm-mm,
Don't do it, man.
don't do it. It's no, don't do it. And that's what I'll try to tell Jake. I hope Jake doesn't still want to do it because man, Jake's got my permission. Speak for you, but he's got my permission to not do it. Because man,
No, right. Look, I'm the same way. It's funny when I saw other people doing it before I did it, and then after I did it, it was kind of like, yeah, don't do this. I mean, it's just not. It's not a good tasting chip. The effects that you have and go through are not really worth it. And I thought that maybe even the next day I was going to still have some, residual effects. Luckily, I didn't.
mm,
But those
yeah, I was
cramping
worried about that
moments,
too.
yeah, those cramping moments though still wasn't worth it. It was just not. No, I'm not gonna say this. It was worth you guys subscribing and we're getting 200 subscribers and all that. I appreciate the
For
effort that
sure.
you guys did it. But I wish I would have come up with some other incentive than the one chip challenge.
Oh man, yeah.
Yep.
That's so out of the ordinary for me.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus, you hit the 230 mark, and Marcus doesn't like spicy foods at all. So 230 eating that spicy chip was commendable, I would say. And Truth Teller said, "Give me an
Mm-mm.
$18 gift certificate or gift card at Starbucks instead." My wife said the same thing or something similar. I guarantee you. Or give me $18 is look, I can get a Happy Meal, a burger, and some nuggets, and probably a drink too for myself, for my kid, and me and my wife. We could probably all eat at McDonald's for
Yeah.
$18.
Yep. Sure could.
But we decided to take that stupid. But okay, let's get off the challenge. That was yesterday. Let's talk about, and Justin, you can go ahead and get started, man. Tell us, because my nephew, he's my cousin, but he's my nephew. You know how I don't know if you do this, Marcus, but if my cousins have kids, they are more like nieces and nephews to me, even though they're cousins. And so a lot of them actually call me Uncle Brian, and because that's just like this kind of
It's
hierarchy,
easier
kind
to
of
wrap your head
respectful thing.
around.
Right, right. Hey, Megatron Community Watch, what's up? What up? What up?
Yeah,
Um,
my cousin and his family that live in Georgetown, they uh their daughter and their son now. I mean, they call me Uncle Marcus, but on the family
mhm,
tree, they're like my second
right. So I actually did a Zoom call with some of my family members that I have never like really stayed in touch with, and then cousins who have families and all that kind of stuff. So my dad started a Facebook page for our family, and there are people on there, and I was just kind of like, I don't know these people, but some of them came on to the Zoom call before Thanksgiving, and we started talking, and it was just kind of fascinating to see how we were all interconnected and how our family tree, and without going on 23andMe or whatever the case may be, it's fun. It's
cousin.
funny to hear, from someone else's mouth where you are in your family hierarchy.
Yeah. So, we went out to Atlanta for Thanksgiving to spend it with my brother and his friends. And Saturday morning, we got up and drove out uh, about an hour west of Atlanta to visit some cousins on my dad's side, and it was great just to catch up with them and family that you don't see on a regular basis. And but yeah, it was great. Oh, I was
Mark,
going to answer Liz. Liz, yes, we were able. I was able to sleep fine that night.
yeah, me
And then
too.
truth teller, I did have ice cream.
And it was funny. I had nothing even for the hour. Even when we got off the line, I sat in and I was talking to my wife, and we were like, I said, I don't even feel like I need to drink anything or anything. I just sat there and I cramped a little bit. And also, I'm going to give Liz the finger because how dare you? How dare you? And it's not on my shirt, it's on the hat. And it's on the
Oh
hat.
yeah.
Represent, baby. And bam! Bam!
Oh, the little Razorback back there.
As my son says, that's the lazy back. That's
Lazy
what
back.
that's what Caden called it. Dad, can I play with the lazy back? Can I play with the lazy back? Anyway,
That's
uh,
funny.
Justin, Liz, Truth Teller, everybody in the chat. I want to give everybody. This is what I would love to do tonight. I want everybody one at a time. Liz, if you're in the chat, I want you to tell who the first person is, and I want you guys to tell us your favorite meal, your favorite memory that you had this Thanksgiving, because I want to know more about who you guys are. Without the doxing part of it, but we all have become a community, a family here on Drinks and Discussions, and I just want to know, what makes you guys warm and fuzzy in your heart, and especially during this time of the holiday season, because what I'm going to tell you later on, I hope warms your heart, because I'm at that point in my life where I have a 4-year old, and Marcus has been here, I've been here, and it's nothing like seeing the holidays through the eyes of a small child. But Liz, if you can facilitate this in the chat, ask whoever you want to, Liz. If you want to go first, Liz first, go first. Tell us your favorite meal, if you cooked something, what was your favorite memory this year, and go from there. And then go down the line from people who are in the chat who want to participate. But if you're in the chat, wait for Liz to, or Truth Teller, if you want to help Liz out as well, and just kind of go through, because you guys are the moderators, go through the members in the chat and just kind of go back and ask each one to give them 2 minutes just to go and talk about what they did for this Thanksgiving and what they were thankful for. I want to know what you guys are thankful for. Yes, Liz. Ack sports. Ack sport. Sports. Ack. Is that how you say ack? Ah. Is that how you say it? Ack.
That Liz is, she's good at that.
Yeah, you say sports. Ack. Ack. So Liz says, warm and fuzzy. 2 weeks after my son was born, the day I realized I couldn't live without him. Oh, come on. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry about birthing of your kids, but crazy. Favorite meal, my grandma's pot roast. Let's talk about what you did this year, not memories. Let's talk about what you did Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I never heard of a Bill the Cat. Have you heard of Bill the Cat? Who the hell is Bill the Cat?
I've heard of Felix the cat, but not Bill the cat.
Felix the Cat, Garfield the Cat. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Bill has a cat. Learn something new every day, folks. Learn something new every day. Every day. Every day. Come on, Truth Teller and Flaky Jake. Get these people in the chat to tell us what they liked and felt that they enjoyed this Thanksgiving season. Let me know. And Nick Vogt is supposed to be joining us too, by the way.
Okay. So Liz says she spent it alone, happily though. She had pork chops and stuffing. So stuffing versus dressing. I love dressing. Do you eat stuffing by itself, or is that inside the bird?
Wait a minute. What's the difference between stuffing and dressing?
So I think stuffing goes inside the bird, and then dressing it's made separately. That's how I've always.
So it's how you prepare it.
How are you prepared?
It's the same stuff.
But I could be wrong. Stuff. Oh, it's not all like my mama's.
Go ahead, Truth Teller. Get this rolling, Truth Teller. Just go. You got the floor, sir. Get it going. We heard Liz had pork chops and stuffing and spent it alone. And that's if that's what you wish and it was a great time for you, Liz, I am happy for you.
Okay.
And I don't think that's true, Liz, because if you cook it at the right temperature, you're going to kick bacteria grows when you have things sitting outside and allow that bacteria to grow. But if you make everything and you put it all together and bacteria doesn't have enough time to, culture, and you put it in the oven is going to kill and not allow anything to grow. Because it's high temperature. So I don't think that bacteria has anything to do with it, because there's a turducken where they put a duck inside of a turkey and they put the dressing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also not the smartest guy on the panel, so I could be wrong when it comes to scientific cultures. But I am I did sleep at a Holiday Inn last night, so I think that I am a culinary expert. Ding.
Okay.
Come on, Truth Teller. I know he's typing, and we're gonna wait to see what he did throughout the time. Okay, so look, Liz. Again, bacteria grows because you keep things refrigerated, right? Bacteria can't grow in cooler temperatures. They can't grow in higher temperatures. When you take things out and you prep it and you get everything going, that's why you cut things, and then you pull things out of the oven and then you put things together right when you're getting ready to put things in the oven or on your smoker. You don't just have things sitting on the counter warming up and getting to that room temperature where, you know, cultures can grow. And I don't say bacteria, I say cultures. Cultures can grow in a petri dish. And that's what you're doing. You're growing, having growth. Cultures that are not necessarily bacteria can grow on things that are living organisms like meats and other things. All right, that's enough of that. Truth Teller says spent the day with his family. His niece open. I'm saying Truth Teller is saying he. If you're not a he, Truth Teller, I apologize. Spent the day with the family. His niece hosted it. Everyone made a dish. Ironically, I made the dressing, but the absolute best part was being around great nephews and my great niece. Holidays are all about little ones and I. Amen, bro. Amen. I agree with you on that one, Truth Teller. And Liz, you know what? As I was talking and saying my little soliloquy, I also remembered too that there are certain cultures that can grow in cooler temperatures as well. But I don't know if that's necessarily true in heat. That's why I'm saying when you are separating things and when you put them together, you don't put them together and let them sit outside in the warmth or put them back in the oven and let them cross pollinate or cross contaminate. You put them together and then you stick them right into a heat source so that that culture does not manifest. This I misspoke, I think. And truth or said, I am a he. I appreciate that. You just never know. There's a lot of times where we're on here and it's like, I don't know if this is a he or a she or whatever the case may be. I am more conscientious as you know. I am in an environment where I work from home. I'm on Zoom calls, and people you just don't know are using pronouns that I don't want to be offensive to. I don't even if I agree or disagree. I just don't want to offend anybody. Period. Do you want to offend people, Marcus?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, not if I can help it.
Come on, everybody. Let's go. Let's go, Marcus. Let's let you have the floor then, and let's get this party started. Thumper said he was by himself. We talked about Liz having pork chops. Um, we had True Teller talk about the family dynamics of this. I want to hear from everybody. I want to know what you people did. I really want to get to know our stream followers. I want to know what you guys are doing in the chat. I want to get to know you guys because if you think about this, we're about to approach December. We probably have four, maybe four, because the holidays are upon us. It may be three. Shit, it may be even two more streams before the end of the year. And I really want to
Oh, yeah.
understand and get to know who all of you are. You guys get to know Marcus and me. You see us every Tuesday. And I really want to know what you guys are all about. What do you guys want to see Drinks and Discussions involved into? What do you guys want to see? What other channels can we bring to your enjoyment? We have the Drinks and Discussions, True Crime. We have the gaming channel now. We have the movie reviews that has trailers on it. We have the sports channel that which me and Marcus need to start devoting more time there than we do here. I really would wish that we could get some people on the general topic conversation so that if Marcus can spend his time with me more on the sports side, because that's what we really are good at. We're good at talking sports. So if anybody wants to come up here, that would be from Truths and Discussions or Drinks and Discussions. And then also tell us what you did for the holidays. I really want to get to know you guys a lot better so that I know what you guys are looking for when we do these types of streams.
um, yeah. So like, oh, go ahead. I thought you were about to say something.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Now, so like I mentioned earlier, my mom and I flew out to Atlanta to spend Thanksgiving with my brother. Now, this is we normally stay around town because everybody is pretty much here locally, and there's only a hand like one or two like my brother that are out of town. So this year we decided, what, let's try to get out to Atlanta. Let's try to do something a little bit different. So that was the first time that I had ever been out of town for Thanksgiving. So that's one first. It was all the other first was that was the first time that I've watched a Cowboys game outside of the state of Texas.
Really?
So yeah, I started thinking about that. I was like, I've never been anywhere but in Texas when I've watched a Cowboys game.
Not Oklahoma, not Arkansas, not Louisiana, not
Um,
El Paso, Texas, but not
Well,
really.
now Louisiana could be a possibility, only because and I know because I lost touch with that side of my family back in 1986. So
Mm.
yeah, I was just a young lad then. So yeah, and that's where my dad's side of the family is from. But we've since then reconnected. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So reconnecting to family members, do you think it's hard to do? And then what's the catalyst? What's the
Um,
catalyst to spur you to reconnect is my question.
Unfortunately, using myself as an example, unfortunately, it was the death of a family member that brought us back together, and like I said, sadly, that's usually how it happens. But uh, as sad as it is, the good thing is that there was a reconnection. So. But it was good. It was a good time. Man, Brian, when I'm here, I am on the go all the time. So it was
Yeah.
nice to just be at my brother's house, and he was worried about me and my mom being bored, but I was like, man, I'm on the go all the time. It was nice to just be still for a minute.
And you know what? You don't even have to tell me, but I know that about you because even when you're working, because you do work outside of your home, you have to go into an office, and then you
Hmm.
accommodate me and to join them every Tuesday here, and then you have to
But
travel
no, I,
back and
I
forth to
enjoyed
your
that though.
daughter. But I understand you enjoy it, but you don't have to do it. Is what I'm saying. This is not an obligation. This is just something that you have, you know, kindly accepted to be a part of. Something that is, and there's no reward for doing this other than just the enjoyment factor, and that's what I keep trying to tell people over and over again. If you take moments out of your life to be on this live stream, hopefully it's something that you enjoy. This is not something that I want you guys to be bickering or talking negative about anything. I want you guys to come over here and say, you know what? I saw that. I didn't think about it. But then also, I was able to provide some context as to what I thought about that news story or whatever. But then at the end of the day, Marcus said some funny stuff with these jokes, and I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna go have me a cocktail or a nightcap and go to bed and feel like I can smile, or I can get into this book without all the other crap that went on in my life today and feel better about myself or relax a little bit more. All right, now Justin, I didn't know where you went, so Justin just said
Mm.
he made a seafood gumbo. Well, helped make it is what he said. Sister-in-law did most of the work, but stopped making the traditional things. But I wanted to change it up, and not a big fan of turkey. He's not a big fan of turkey and dressing, and he's not alone. There are a lot of people that I know that do more seafood kind of things for Thanksgiving, and not turkey or hams. Because I also have a cousin out there in
Mm.
Virginia, and they do more ham and not turkey because they say turkey is a little drier and they don't like the dry turkey meat.
It is a bit dry. And I don't know that there's really a whole lot you can do about it, but
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is, I got to do it. You guys are making me get into it. And I'm going to tell you because what Marcus just said. If you are eating turkey and it's dry, then you are eating from a person that does not know how to make a turkey. So
Mhm.
I put my turkey in a brine 24 hours before I cooked it. A brine, and it was like a brine I got from one of the butchers that are around here. And the brines could be anything. It could be just about whatever mixture of seasonings and all that kind of stuff. You put that turkey in that thing, it's liquid, and then you just let it sit in a refrigerator for at least 24 hours. Pull it out, and this is what I did. And this is what I do because I watch a lot of cooking shows. And by the way, I am going to put a Drinks and Discussions cooking show together as I get more people who want to be more hosts. Then I don't have to be on every stream. Justin's saying, so I spend time with the family, but had to cut it short because I had to work, and then they got sick with the flu. And you better get that flu or that COVID shot. They don't flu, man. You better get that COVID shot. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You got Marcus's bug, man. You better get that COVID shot for real.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after I brine the turkey, I pat it a little dry with a paper towel and let the seasoning still sit on top of it, but not wiping it down. Then I take duck fat. Duck fat is good for almost everything you grill or you
You say
smoke.
the
Duck,
duck
duck,
fat? Is that what you
duck,
said?
duck fat. So duck fat is
All right.
like olive oil or your butters or your um, vegetable oil. It's just a spray you put around
Okay.
there just to make things stick to the outer parts of whatever you're cooking. So I spray the duck fat around the turkey. And then I season it to wherever I'm going to season it and all that kind of stuff. And then I inject it. You have to inject your turkey. A lot of people, especially old school, they get the turkey, they season the outside, they put it in the oven, and they just take it out of the oven, then they wrap it in aluminum foil, put it back in the oven, and turkey can get dry. It's not very moist. So you inject it with this Cajun Creole or whatever other injections that you can find. You inject that turkey and you put it on your
Shoot it up.
smoker. Yeah, you shoot it up. That turkey looked like Marcus when he getting ready to do his ninja run after he drinking his protein shake. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. So you do all that, and then when you do all that, you put your turkey out there on the smoker or your grill, and I'm a smoker, or you put it in your oven. You take that turkey, let it cook for about 4 hours. And then you take that turkey, you put it in one of those roasting pans, put a little apple juice at the bottom, a little water or whatever at the bottom. You wrap it up in aluminum foil. You leave about this big of a hole around the top of the aluminum foil, so the smoke continues to bellow in, as well as the smoke that's heating at the bottom of the pan. And then you get like maybe about 8 hours on that 20-pound turkey, 9, 10 hours. Man, I'm telling you, that turkey is falling off the bone. The bone.
Mm.
Hold on, I'm trying to get
Oh,
Liz real quick. Hold on, I'm trying to get Liz real quick. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's what I was saying. I said if you saw Liz's comment there. But yeah, you definitely sound like the turkey whisperer.
Yeah, I'm the meatloaf whisperer. I'm the burger whisperer. I know you don't like onions and you don't like other stuff, but I'm trying to tell you, you got to let me eat. Or I gotta feed you, Marcus. I gotta feed you. I gotta feed you, man. Look, Sharon was the same way. Sharon's my neighbor. Sharon, she's finicky too. We gave her turkey and dressing and all that kind of stuff. She loved it. She was like, "Oh my god, it's so great, Brian! It's so great, it's so great! Oh my god, Brian, you're the best."
Oh man.
I really want to get Liz to get this Discord on so she can join us. That would be awesome if she can get Discord.
Yeah.
Because then Liz could be on
great.
other like Miss Mandy and all this other things that I know she would enjoy. If you can get on Discord, so Discord is easy. It's just like Zoom. You get a name, you get a password, and that's it. If it asks you to join a server, Liz, don't join a server. There's an X at the bottom, this little box that comes up here and says, do you want to be invited to our server, start a server, and all that kind of stuff? Just hit the X, and that's it. But to Truth Teller's point, this holiday opened my eyes because I do have other older kids, as well as Marcus, as well as a lot of you in the chat. I became a kid, I think. I think I became a kid again this holiday season. And because of, okay, let me just say this. With my business, there were times where I had two aspects of my business. I had the office supply, and then I had the IT aspect of my business. And we tried to forge them in together, where I was sitting there going and telling my wife, if we can't compete with Amazon, but we can compete with RFPs, government contracts. We can garner these contracts and get, especially if you have contracts with distributors that supply. So my distributors are the same distributors that supply Staples. We work with the same company, same warehouses. But all we were doing is waiting on these government contracts. So these government contracts would come out, and I stopped working and focusing on the IT aspect, and I would say, okay, I'm going to bid on these contracts, because these contracts are like $2 million contracts. They're going to buy over 2 years, $2 million worth of product from you. And a lot of them have these stipulations where you have to be a minority owned, or woman owned, or women and minorities are all the same now, or veteran owned, or something. You have to give a certain amount of dollars in these contracts to these types of businesses. And I said, let's get a piece of the pie. I just wanted a sliver of the piece of the pie. Well, then, people don't understand. Companies do business with companies that they are familiar with. And then if they know that a company has this and they want to do business with this company, and they know that this company has this little niche It could be this little certification, this little something. They will require all the other companies to get that same little thing. And sometimes that same little thing that they need takes a lot more time to get than the RFP that's outstanding that you want to bid on. So you have to continue to jump through hurdles and jump through hurdles and jump through hurdles. And I said to myself, I'm still going to be in the game, but I can't neglect what I'm doing for the IT side of the house, because the IC side of the house is still, bringing home, bread, butter in the bread, if you will. But at the end of the day, I still understand I have to have a lot. And if you want to live the way you really want to live, I don't care who you are. If you have hopes and dreams, get more revenue streams into your home, because I know you do other things. You're calling games for the high schools, and you're doing other
Mm-hmm.
things. You got a lot of stuff going on, and that's why you're saying you got to look. Hold on, Nick is texting me. Still says my number doesn't match my email address. Oh my god! Start over, Liz. Start over.
You may have to create a new username.
Yeah, and Nick is texting me right now on Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna get Nick in here, um, because I changed some of the settings, and I gotta make sure that Nick also access. I have. So I put a back room on Discord, so when people come in, they don't just jump right on. They can actually,
Mm,
they have to go to a back room or let me know that they're there, and then I can move them over to the
got it.
to the live stream. So Nick is. I'm gonna start saying "ack" in my vocabulary all the time. Ack.
I know. Heck.
But back to Truth Teller.
Thank-
But I what? Go ahead.
oh no, I wasn't saying anything.
Well, so the reason I'm just so giddy and just so high on life are two things. My wife's birthday was this um past Friday, and
Okay.
you know how relationships are up and down. Listen, guys, I'll be the first one to tell you.
Yep.
I'll be the first one to tell you. There are times where I'm wondering to myself, dang, does my wife even think that I'm attractive? I'm at that age where I'm like, does she? And I working out. I'm working out, and I think I'm working out because I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't know, but I'm trying to make sure that my wife is not looking at some young cat that's like, got this big physique and all this kind of stuff. I want to be the healthiest, best looking dude in my age group. I just want to do that. Look, I might not be your cup of tea. I might have a warthog Liz on my shirt, but I just want to look. I want somebody to be able to look at my wife and go, "Man, you are one lucky woman. I mean, your husband is in shape, girl. How you get that man?" Nobody's going to ever say that, but I get a lot of people sit there and probably say, "You know what, Brian? Dang, your wife is hot as hell. I'm trying to." So I want to be in shape. I want to be okay. I want to be there for my son as he continues to grow older. Um, but I had a coming to Jesus moment where I just needed to make sure that I wasn't going to be, high blood pressure, overweight, even at my height. I don't want to be, 5'10", 215 pounds. Man, that's overweight. In case you guys didn't know, that's overweight.
Mhm. I know these charts are so outdated. They go by.
But you have body mass indexes and all that kind of stuff. Um, but the internal stuff is where I'm at right now. I'm okay, I think, from the external stuff, cholesterol level. Where am I when it comes to, saturated fats? Where am I if my glucose levels? Where am I, all this internal stuff that I'm like, damn, I gotta start worrying about this stuff. Listen, I'll be honest with you. This is the weirdest thing.
Yep.
TMI, I apologize, folks. TMI. I was in the bathroom. I'm cutting nose hairs, trimming beards, and all that kind of stuff. I did this thing what I'm doing right here. I saw a ear hair. An ear
Oh
hair.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever
Are
seen
you
an ear hair. And I was like, wait
really?
a minute. So I had to take the clipper and just cut that little one ear hair that was growing right on my. I
Yep.
was like, what in the world, man?
Yep.
Ear hair, folks.
I've definitely got the yeah. Oh yeah. I've definitely got the old man ear hair and the nose hairs that I have to trim about every 2 to 3 weeks. Yep. Hmm.
Well, the nose hairs, I'll trim those. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Actually, if I see something kind of straggly, or if I look at something and I'm like, I do like this, and if I see something, I go choop 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 choop. Yes, truth teller,
Yeah.
the dreaded ear hair, Chief. I know this is way more than people would like to hear about, but we don't shy away from stuff here. We don't shy away from it. But it was the ear hair, the dreaded ear hair that was. I was. I told my wife, I was like, that things are kind of taking a turn for the worse. I don't know what to do about the ear hair. I don't know if there's anything you can do to slow it down, stop it. But I was only one. It was on this ear, and I haven't seen it since. So I don't know what else to do with my life right now. But back to what I was saying. The holidays in the wonder and the warmth in my heart, I kind of want to continue passing on to everyone because, man, as let me be honest with you. My first marriage, I was coming out of being a Jehovah Witness. And being a Jehovah Witness and then coming out and being with someone who is not a Jehovah Witness and holidays and all that kind of stuff is really kind of out there and in the forefront. It was hard for me to make that adjustment of not celebrating the holidays for the majority of my life to being thrusted into, you gotta buy this, you gotta get this, and you gotta spend this much money. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. I spent all this year making this money, and now at the end of the year, you want me to spend all this money? And it was like money that we had to buy the kids everything that they had on their list, no matter the cost. And I'm sitting there going, okay, because it was, my ex at the time, and I'm going, why are we going broke at the end of the year and all this other stuff? And it was just not enjoyable for a long time. Let me just say this. It just took me a long time to get acclimated to doing it. But then when I started getting more acclimated, I was divorced and the kids were older. And then I became more engrossed to celebrating holidays with my friends. And it was always drinking, hanging out, and all this other stuff. And it was a fun time, festive time. But I wasn't like, celebrating kids for, holidays with smaller kids and watching them with the eyes of wonder and all that kind of stuff. And then I started getting, my youngest daughter was that wide-eyed and, Santa and all this kind of stuff. Well, let me tell you something, folks. My 4-year-old, my 4-year-old taught me a lesson this past weekend. When we went on our little, he called it a holiday. He goes, we're on a holiday. And then he called it, and then we're on vacation. And when I saw this little kid's eyes, and we went to the Gaylord Texan, you know where that is, and we went to the ice thing, we went to the Christmas thing, we went to all these different things. And when I saw this little kid's bundle of joy, I just said to myself, you know what? This is where I want to be. This is exactly where I want to be for the remainder of my life, if not the remainder, at least into the remainder of 2022. I don't want anybody talking to me negative. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want anybody talking to me about anything other than just happy, go lucky. If you cry when you smile, good. Bring that to me. Bring that to Drinks and Discussions till the end of 2022. I want to hear about positive. I want to hear about greatness, things that are going on in your life that are making a difference. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to tell Marcus right now. True story. Marcus and I'm putting Marcus on the spot because he didn't know this yet. Marcus and I are going to go remotely somewhere. And we're going to do a video. And I'm putting up the money. I'm not going to say how much money we're going to put up. But we're going to buy gifts to unexpected children in some place. I don't know where we're going to go. But it can't be some highfalutin place. Because, go there, everybody's there going to have money to buy what they want to buy. But I want to go someplace. And I want to see kids where they are, thinking to themselves, I want this, but mom and dad doesn't know if they can actually provide or buy that for me. And we're going to buy those toys for those kids. And it's not because we want subscribers. It's not because of that. I'm just telling you what my son is doing for me in my heart. I'm going to do that. I'm giving back to communities this year. Drinks and Discussions are giving back. And we might sit there and go, hey, mall or store, we're going to get on your Wi-Fi and we're going to camp out in the middle of your store and we're going to select random people and give back to our community. I'm saying that. That's my pledge. That's my pledge to you guys.
Okay.
So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Let me know if you think that this is just me spitting air and just saying things out of the crack of my butt. Let me know. But I'm telling you, this is what we're doing. Nick, where the heck are you, dude? Nick is supposed to be on here. But this is what we're going to do. Liz, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to send you my email address. And no, I want you to comment. No, I don't know how we're going to do this. How can I get Liz on Discord? Oh, she said she thinks she got it working. She said she thinks she has it working. Okay, so
go, Liz.
All right, I sent you the link, Liz. Click on that link. Don't click on join a server or start a server. Just click on the link that I sent you and let me know if you need me to send it to you again. By the way, I used to and the reason I'm getting to this point where I am wanting to give back is because I've been dealing with some stuff. Yeah. I've been dealing with some things where I do have older children who I don't know why, but they just choose because of my ex-wife and their mother. They choose just not to participate in our lives. And it's hard for me to, and me and my wife had this conversation to where I was not wanting to do things because if we did things at a substantial level, like if we went to Florida or Disney World, I would say, if my wife said, "Let's go to Disney World," I would go, "No, I don't." I would say this: I would love to go to Disney World, but I want to make sure that the other kids can come with us before we go. I don't want to go to Disney World with just Kaden. And she would go, okay. So then I would reach out and the kids would be like non-responsive. And I just missed out an opportunity to make memories for Kaden than I did because I was waiting on the other kids. But the other kids are now adults. So I got a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old, and a 13-year-old. And the 13-year-old, of course, is not an adult, but old enough to say, I want to go see my dad. I want to go do this and do this and do that. At the end of the day, I'm still depriving, the family life that I have here from enjoyment because I'm still hoping and praying and wishing that someone, my other children, would actually, join in and participate, regardless of whatever the ex may be doing to them and their psyche. And then I said, I'm just creating a disservice, not only to my son now, but even to my wife, because she's sitting there going, we can't make memories without, having them involved. Yeah, you can have those same memories. You can have those same memories, and those people or their other children that are, not there. If they're not, you know, on the same page and dealing with you in a mature level, then you going to Disney World or going to this or that, it's not going to help or hurt what they already believe. Marcus.
That's unfortunate. And like you said, for the ones that are adults, that's now on them, because you could always make the argument, maybe when they were younger, maybe they had some, other influences and whatnot, but now that they're the ones that are of age now. Yeah, that's
Mm.
unfortunate.
But here, so man, and I'm trying to stay positive because I didn't want to like talk about like things that are really deep. But since we're going there, just briefly, my 21-year-old is still he's still my baby. He's still champ to me. My 19-year-old, she's still princess to me. They were all, I always look at my children and forever will always look at my children as the kids. These are the kids. They're not, this is my oldest son. This is my adult son. These are my kids, period.
All right.
And even with my 4-year-old right now, it's hard for me right now because look, dude, I don't know what you saw last time you saw him, but I was picking him up the last time you saw him over here, and I still try to pick him up, and it's a struggle. And then I'm sitting in the office or I'm sitting in the living room and I'm doing my push ups. He's 50 pounds. He tries to climb on my back while I'm doing my push ups, and I'm trying to do push ups with a 50-pound dead weight on my back. But I would not trade that in.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and look, and
Yeah,
Flecky J and Liz is like, I know your sons are tall, like your ex husband was, and he's 28, and she still calls him baby boy.
yep.
What were you about to say?
Um, oh, going on, I lost my train of thought.
Who tell her? Do you have any children?
Something very profound.
Something so profound. He forgot his thought. Like profound, like Nick Volt, where are you? And Jake, where is Jake?
Jake.
But you know what? It's we're an hour and a half into this live stream, and I don't want to keep everybody else, but I just wanted to impress upon everyone. hopefully impress upon that be positive. If you are in an environment where hostility is surrounding you and conflict of interest surround you, if that was a job, you would be looking elsewhere. If it was your family members, you would be looking to exit immediately, stage left, after eating the potato salad. So when we are around, oh, hold on, I get Liz the new link. Hold on, getting it right. Oh. What's your username? But I gotta I'm gonna get Liz into the backstage first. Sorry, that was me.
Oh,
No, that was me.
okay. I was like, did we lose him?
Yeah, don't read my. All right. I changed some things, man. 3 monitors. I gotta go through 3 monitors just to get to all this stuff. So Liz, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna create an invite to you on the backstage. And then when I copy this on the backstage, and if anybody else is on this and on Discord, and you guys want to get on the backstage too, and I can add you to the private channels that we use for the live stream. Let's try and see if this works, because it would be awesome to break Liz in to the live stream.
What? Is that Liz?
Where?
I thought I saw somebody pop up, or maybe she sent a message.
No, I thought she did too, but I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, she said, "Say hey, wave, say hi to Liz." Yes, come on, Liz, join the backstage so I can move you into. Oh, look, I'm gonna invite her now. Liz, I'm giving you permissions. If I'm smarter than the computer system. Bam. Liz, you got the. Oh, move her over here. I just did it.
Veen.
Bam. Is that Veen?
So Veen. Yeah, that's Veen.
Hey, Veen.
Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah.
Doing well. Thank you for joining. We have finally got someone.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
What you got?
This actually, you can talk straight from the join board out?
Yes, you can.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you had such a plugin. I'm going to have to find that one. Oh, cool.
Listen, we Drinks and Discussions, man. We do it all. We do it all. We impress everyone.
Anything for a drink, huh?
Anything for a drink. Anything for a drink and discussions. Come on, Veen.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
That's funny, man.
I
didn't expect to be on the semi-panel here.
Where are you from? Where are you at, Veen?
Originally from Germany, and I'm down here in Southern California.
It doesn't rain in Southern California, right?
Oh man, we got terrible weather here. We got sandstorms going through like crazy. Santa Ana with sandstorms, dude.
Oh, really?
Can't see anything.
That's kind of like Lubbock, Texas. It's like that red dust that comes around in Lubbock and down by Texas Tech. Boo for Texas Tech, by the way.
Yeah, at least you got some color in your dust. Ours is just plain earth.
Oh, it's just brown and disgusting. So, Veen, did you celebrate the holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays, and what did you do? And what was your favorite moments?
No, man, I don't go out and I don't celebrate. Those times have passed for an old man like me. You guys think you're the old guys? I'm the old guy here.
We're-
I live through you guys. Whatever you do, that's what I celebrate.
Celebrated. So, did you eat turkey at all?
Yeah, I just got some turkey actually. My parents say it was so nice and gave me some.
Nice. Was it dry or was it nice and tender?
I haven't tried it yet. I'm still on barbecue ribs that we had last night. I'm finishing those.
Oh, barbecue ribs. So, do you have barbecue sauce
Yeah.
on it or no barbecue sauce? Is it a dry rub or
Nope.
just barbecue sauce?
Dry rub. She makes it perfectly, and green string beans, and scalloped potatoes. Man, yeah.
I was on a channel and there was a discussion where people were saying, is it scalloped potatoes or is it cheesy potatoes?
Scallop.
Mm.
Scallop. Cheesy is the cheap form from dollar store.
You say cheesy is from the dollar store? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So scalloped potatoes are a regular store, but if you get cheesy potatoes, that's the
Yeah.
dollar store.
Yeah.
There are levels to this. I didn't know there were levels. I had no idea.
I have no idea. I just blip it out.
Well, Marcus, what was your favorite course of the whole? Because you say you don't really do a whole lot of turkey if it's dry, whatever. What was your favorite course or favorite dish of Thanksgiving?
Mine is always the dressing. Yep. Hands down. That's what I look forward to. I'll eat just a couple of slivers of turkey just to say that I had some, but it's all about the dressing and the sides for me.
Cranberry
That's
or
more
no cranberry?
French-like, you know.
I like cranberry. I like the whole cranberries, but I also like the jellied cranberries too. So.
I don't like the whole cranberry, the beads or whatever those little round things are. I can't figure that out. I love the jellied. I can eat. Look, I could slurp. Look, maybe if we get 1,000 subscribers, I will slurp the jelly cranberries to a straw. Jelly cranberry is just so good to me. It's so
It is
good.
good.
I don't like.
But you're gonna have to do it with a sauerkraut chaser.
Oh, a sauerkraut. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Chaser, yeah, chaser.
Sauerkraut with some smoked sausage or sauerkraut with what exactly? Because I love me some sauerkraut.
Man, sauerkraut goes with everything. You either like it or you don't. That's what it comes down to.
I will do a sauerkraut on a hot dog.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Polish dog, yeah.
Well, I'm going to use Liz's word. Ack.
Oh, you don't eat meat? Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Well, no, I eat meat, but I don't like sauerkraut. I like a good hot dog, but I don't sauerkraut.
Well,
I can't do it.
I do want to thank you for the time on panel, though. So you have a good night then.
Well,
obviously you don't like krauts. The word kraut is in that sentence.
You know what? But Bean, I would actually do sauerkraut with smoked sausage.
Yeah, why not?
It's great.
Let the imagination fly. Nobody tells you anymore what's good and what's not, man. You have to enjoy that stuff.
Do you like cabbage?
Oh yeah, I got cabbage here, as a matter of fact.
What are you making with your cabbage? Is it just straight cabbage, or do you put like corned beef in your cabbage? How do you make it?
Yeah, the thinly sliced filet mignon. That's the top of the line. I mean, you can use different meats. Very thinly sliced, and then you roll it in, and you put a cucumber in the middle. Then you roll it all together. Goes in the oven.
Real quick.
And mustard has to be on it.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, mustard. Just real quick, let me just say something. So I have this Nightbot that makes sure that there's no spammers and stuff like that. So Witch of Heart just joined, and she put in all caps, "Go Birds," and the bot said, "Witch of Heart, you have to let it go. Stop spamming." And I didn't even do anything. Witch, you came in here and you got spanked by the Nightbot. That's hilarious. That's what you get. That's what you get. Our bot is aggressive. That's right. It's aggressive. Don't be trying to come in here talking smack. We got bots. We got bots to take care of all that right there. Theme. Liz says she took German for 3 years in junior high school and high school and don't remember much of it anymore.
Whoa. Gun just went off. Did you hear that?
What just went off?
Mm.
A gun.
Nope. We didn't hear that at all. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Means the microphone is shitty.
Witch of Heart, that's what you get. That's all I'm going to say. That's what you get. And I hope everybody goes back and reviews this video and say, you know, when Witch of Heart went over there and Drinks and Discussions and tried to talk shit, she got spanked by the Nightbot. That's hilarious.
But, yeah. I didn't even know that you had that. Yeah.
Oh, look, Veen, I didn't know I had that either. I know I put it in place, and I just didn't know all the things that it did. But
the thing's on there.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, Witch of Heart and the Playboys and Crime, if you guys go over to that channel, if that's what you want to like and subscribe to, go give them some love. They are funny over there, and they kind of do what we kind of do. They give back to the panels, the people who are on there. They celebrated a birthday for Flax Cat. That was his birthday today, and they were doing a little roast for him. So they are just a group that just does like things that are just good for them. And so if you want to go over there and check them out, go over there and check them out and subscribe to them if you want. No, so the bot is triggered by like all caps. That's what it was, or all those little emojis, and then kind of trigger something. Oh, Flaky Jake is on. I'm moving Flaky Jake. Moving Flaky Jake. Here she is.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, Flaky Jake is on. Flaky Jake, you gotta mute your YouTube. You gotta mute your YouTube. She is.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that.
So go to your browser. Go to your browser and mute your browser window.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that.
Go to your browser and mute your browser. All right, I'm gonna mute Flaky Jake. It's awesome that she's there. But
close all the other windows, so that's it.
What'd you say now? What'd you say, Ving?
Just have her close all the other windows, and that's it. Only this window she needs to keep.
Yeah, Liz, you just need to keep. Don't worry about the YouTube stream. Just stay in Discord. That's all you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Let's see if she did that. Just stay in Discord.
Uh-oh, there we go.
No. Is she gone?
No, I
What is she there?
I muted her.
Oh.
And maybe now, Liz, you there?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah,
I'm here.
You got it.
Yay! Dun, 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 dun.
Can you guys?
Oh. What is
that? Listen.
Witch of Heart.
Get her, Marcus. Get her.
Oh please. My gosh.
Get her.
Oh man! Look! Witch of Heart. Look what I got for you. Look what I got for you right here. See this? This is where it's at. And that's the problem with these Eagle fans. You know, they start winning a little bit, and then they think that they've won it all.
Good night, Witch.
So listen, I know my director is a Philadelphia hardcore Philadelphia Eagle fan, and he also says the same thing. He thinks they're going to choke at the end of the year too. He thinks that they're. Yes, we can hear you, Liz. If you talk, but the Eagles will choke at the end of the year. Don't worry about it. They're already exposed. They lose. They're winning games barely by now. They almost came back on by a second string quarterback at Green Bay. By the way, go ahead, go to bed, Witch of Heart. We love you. We hope to see you again. But of course, Cowboys, Cowboy Nation, for life.
Oh, look, she
for
admitted
life.
it. With your heart, she admitted it. She said,
Oh,
We will
"We'll probably choke."
I read cloak. Wishful thinking.
Which we'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you again before the end of the year. We're not going to probably do a whole lot of live streams before the end of the year, but before the end of the year, let's get Witch of Heart and her channel, Drinks and Discussions, all in a measure of kind-heartedness, and let's just all get together and promote some positivity before the end of the year. I would love that. That would be the greatest stream in the history of YouTube if we got everyone together and just did something positive. I'm in for it. We're not talking about watching videos of people. We're just talking to each other and doing things for each other. Let's do it. The Witch of Heart is going to agree to do this. Let's coordinate it. I know Miss Mandy would love to do it as well. So we're going to do this moving forward. Liz, are you there, Liz?
I'm
Liz?
here. I just
Yes.
don't want to interrupt anyone.
Oh, you know what,
Oh, yeah.
Liz?
Absolutely.
You interrupt me on the
Night,
chat
Witch.
because you know I'm a long talker, so you interrupt me on the stream as well.
Well, I can't see the chat because I have to explain. I had to close YouTube, and I'm using a browser that I never used at Boeing. So I'm using Edge, and I'm not all that familiar with it. So I apologize.
Listen, don't worry about the chat. We got the chat. It's just great to hear you and have you on the live panel. I know for one that you
Yeah.
are a touch of class in this joint, and I appreciate you being available and joining Discord because this is awesome. Round of applause.
Oh, dude,
A round of
Yay.
applause.
You're too kind. I'm anything but class.
Round of applause.
I'm anything but class. I'm just a normal little old lady that just retired after, like I said, 45 years of Boeing. So there's nothing special about me or classy. I'm just like everybody else.
But Liz, let me ask you this question. Have you ever been on a live panel before?
No. This
Thank
is the
you.
first. Yep.
A round of applause,
Absolutely.
everybody. Flaky Jake has joined the
Round.
panel. And guess what?
Round of
Yes.
And guess what, Liz? You are now officially a part of the live stream. You don't have to worry about being and watching the chats. As long as you can hear everybody that you can hear right now, this is exactly how you want to do it from now on. You are now a part of the culture.
Oh, Lord. You made me sorry about that.
Yay! Yay!
Yay.
Okay, who's the yay in the background, guys?
I know. Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know
Who's
who
that
I don't know
around
who
here?
was that. Who was
I
that?
can't tell nothing. Some stupid
Yeah.
also, I'll tell you that much.
Is that
I don't-
is that Thumper?
No, I don't think it was Thumper.
Must be some foreigner.
I don't know
Okay.
who that was.
I don't
Yeah,
know either.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's only 4 people on the chat, so I don't know who that was. But if they were cheering,
Well-
yeah, continue cheering. That's good.
I hate
Yay!
able to see the chat.
I think that was Veen.
Nah, it wasn't Bean.
Here,
Mhm.
here. Can you actually see the other chat people or not?
Yes,
I
can
see Liz here, I think.
I can see.
No,
all
I
the
see
chat.
Brian.
Yeah, I can see all the chat.
You
Yeah.
can, but we cannot, right?
So
I just see Bean and myself.
So if you go into if there's a lot of different things. So if you see the avatars, you see me waving at you on the avatars
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's all you need to see until after we are done with the live stream, because
Okay.
if you're looking at the chat, you don't want to work. You don't want to be on panel and looking at the chat. All you want to do is on panel is just keep giving and articulating whatever your point of view or in your perspective. Everybody else,
Yeah, it makes sense
like
if that's
me,
what you want to do. Yeah.
yeah. I will watch
You
the
can't
chat.
answer the questions. You can't answer questions from the chat then.
But
And I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them.
no, but that's why you are on panel, because you don't want to be in the chat. Once you come on panel,
Okay.
you just want to articulate. You just want to sit there and do this. You want to go back and forth with Marcus, me, and Veen, or Big Jake, or whoever else is on there. Then Truth Teller is in the chat, and Truth Teller can go, "Hey, this is what we're doing over here," and on the chats and all that kind of stuff. And other people who are moderators can actually do what we're doing and trying to like talk about what we're doing in the chat and bring that into our discussion. But Liz is smart. Liz is so smart. She can actually really give us perspective from relationships, from religion, and all this other stuff. That's where you're so helpful by being on the chat. And now you got this Discord. Oh man, we're a beast. We are a beast at Drinks and Discussions now that Liz is on Discord. And Veen,
except for sports,
and Veen is on Discord too. Oh man, we are a force to be reckoned with.
Can we? Oh, speaking of sports, can we get a live act from Liz?
Oh yeah, it's just act. How do you guys not know Bill the Cat, dudes? Doonesbury, the cartoon.
Who the hell is
I don't
Doonesbury?
remember that one.
Oh my gosh, you all are so young. Okay, sometime after we're done, I want y'all to Google for Doonesbury and Bill the Cat. You got to see him.
I don't think so.
Oh, you got to see him to appreciate him.
Veen, do you know Doonesbury?
Yeah. No. No. I'm a square man.
You guys, he was huge. He was syndicated across the entire United States. He was in all the papers. He was kind of political, and he was huge. I can't believe you don't know him. Seriously, I can't.
Okay, so let me just tell you, Liz, real quick. When I was reading a newspaper for the comic strips, I vaguely remember two things: Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes.
Yes.
I was like three things.
Okay.
Calvin Hobbes, Garfield, and the Peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, well, Doonesbury was not as old as Peanuts, but he was out there before the other two, Calvin and Hobbes and Garfield, I believe. But I can't remember the author's name. I'd have to Google it.
So Truth Teller is saying Gary Trudeau did Doonesbury.
Exactly. Thank you, Truth Teller. He's married to Jane Pauley.
Who?
The journalist. The journalist, Jane Pauley.
Hold on, Avina, like, what? Who? What? We don't know.
Oh my gosh! So you, all of you are younger than me. Then you have to be. I'm 65.
Would you know that?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're old. You're younger than we are.
But-
We're definitely younger.
Well, not by much though. What, 10, 15 years?
15 years.
15 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was out
make
there
that
for a long time.
9 years. 8 actually.
Well, again, Bill the Cat is iconic, guys. That's all I can tell you.
I will
He's
promise you
iconic
this, Liz. Next live stream, I will have a Bill the Cat video something
Infomercial.
to show. Oh yeah, infomercial.
I love
the next stream,
I love it.
I will have a Bill the Cat, or it could be like in the middle of the week. I might put something in there tomorrow about Bill the Cat. Just
Okay,
for you.
I love it. I love it. I would love to see you guys see, because you have to see how he looks. He doesn't look like a typical cat. Okay.
No, I just Googled him. He looks very
Strange, right?
Very, very strange and wiry, and
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like a cat on crack or something.
Was it
How he looks.
what was he like suffering succotash, having the Murgatroyd
No,
cat?
no.
Nothing.
That
no.
was pretty good, Brian.
Was it good?
Hey, what's the person's name? I looked
That
it
was
up.
good. That was good.
No,
You know where I was going with that,
Sylvester.
Marcus. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
Hey,
Sylvester.
Hello. What's the perf's name so I can look him up?
The who?
Oh, Bill the cat.
Bill the cat.
Bill the cat. Okay, thanks.
Bill the
Yeah.
cat.
Truth Teller says he's
Yeah.
a scraggly looking feline.
Yep.
Scraggly. That's a
Thank
good
you,
word.
Truth
Yeah.
Teller.
Scraggly. Kind of like my
Yeah.
what my beard was. My beard was
Excuse me.
for the one chip challenge. I was scraggly on my beard.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh, you
you
remember
guys
that
are
guy
so-
now?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Thank you, Bean.
That's
That's it.
Liz, you feel validated now.
I do. Thank you. Somebody
Yeah,
else remembers him.
Liz is like,
That was
"Damn."
during my time of Time, the Mad magazine.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know,
wait.
well,
I remember Mad Magazine because I remember Mad Magazine at Liberty, by the way, Marcus.
Oh
Because
yes.
When
Yep,
Mad
yep.
Magazines were, you could fold that little thing to fold the page, and it would like connect to the other page. And listen,
Mhm.
I was selling candy out of my locker when Mad Magazine was around.
selling candy
I'll-
out of your locker.
I'll be right back.
Why were you
Huh?
selling candy out of your locker, dude?
Listen, before
You went to
there
jail
were
for it,
vending
I know.
machines, no, before there were vending machines, Coke machines in schools. Ask Marcus. I was like a trendsetter. I was a business person when I
Oh
was
my
in
gosh.
junior high school. So I used to go and buy these packs of Jolly Ranchers, whatever the big candies and stuff like that. And I would hang my backpack
gosh.
in my locker, and I'd tell people to come on over here. You want some candy and stuff for the school? You want some gum? Because gum was like, you couldn't have gum. I'm selling candy for like a 25, 50 cents. And I'm like, come on.
You were
My $4 bag of candy made me $20.
Dude, you're making me laugh. I would never ever would that have occurred to me once.
Look,
In
I
fact, it never
promise you.
did.
And then when I started doing it, there were other
Not
people that
candy,
started
no.
doing it too. There are other people that started trying to do the exact same thing that I was trying to do.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. When I was in school, that we did have some vending machines. They only sold healthy things like apples.
Oh, that's not
Nobody
a vending
wanted.
machine. Yeah, that's not a vending machine. That's just like I don't know what the hell that is. Why
Well,
would you
that's
buy
what
an
we-
apple out of a vending machine?
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
gave
but
us.
that is actually, yeah, it's in common in Europe too. They had that.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and at least in my school, yeah. With oxtail soup also you could get, It's just
We
some
couldn't
of
get
things I
that.
remember.
But
Oh,
I
it
was
was
in,
good, so good.
I
you guys
was in
seen-
school in the 70s. So
Well, have you guys seen like the newest trends now? Like if you're in an office building, they'll give you like these fresh meals where they call them fresh, but they'll stock them daily where it's like salads and other little healthy meals and all that kind of stuff. And it's like $7 just to get something out of this vending machine. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a
Not a-
Something
There's
here
a-
for $7. You're lucky if you get a salad that sucks.
listen, there's
Yeah.
a Wendy's down the street that can give me a fresh and fruity salad and some spicy chicken nuggets that I love, all for $7.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that for lunch.
Oh, best thing at Wendy's
Right.
is chili, dude.
Oh, you shut your mouth when
Chili.
you're talking to me.
Wendy's chili.
What
Wendy's
you
Wendy's
chili
chili
saying?
is good.
In my
Marcus-
grocery store, they actually sell fresh sushi.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we got that.
Look, I'm gonna go. Listen, Marcus. There's a Chili's, or excuse me, there's a Wendy's that's opening right down the street. Every time we pass, my son is like, "Oh, there's a Wendy's that's opening," and next I'm gonna go get a cup of chili from Wendy's,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna go
Yep.
make my chili, and then I'm gonna have Marcus on the live stream doing a taste
Okay.
test, and who makes the best chili.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now your chili will certainly probably be better. I'm just saying that I don't mind the Wendy's chili.
It's
I
good.
thought
Yeah.
you. I
Yeah.
thought you were
Chili.
like singing praises. I thought you were like, oh, chili.
No,
No,
no.
I just said
no.
it's just
Yeah.
it's just really good chili for a fast food place, and I don't know any other
Yeah.
fast food place that offers chili.
And by the
Right.
At
way,
least
True
up
Teller
here.
and True Teller is saying in the chat, chili over a baked potato. Me and my wife will have a baked potato
Yep.
with fajita meat,
Mm.
chili, and a bunch of other stuff, and that is our dinner.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
love
Yeah.
doing
Oh
that.
yeah.
Love it.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Come to Papa.
Oh, he's saying chili poured on top of the baked potato.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Is that what?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was saying that he would choose chili over a baked potato. Got
Nope.
You're thinking about
Yeah.
the wrong kind of chili again.
it.
you put some look. You can cut some brisket or some fajita meat over our baked potato. That's a meal.
I've never had brisket. I would like to try it someday, but it's not big up here, so I've never had it.
Brisket.
That's
Oh yeah. Mm.
Liz, do you see my face right now? Liz, do you see my face right now?
Yeah, I know, dude, but I live in Seattle. It's all seafood up here.
I have a
It's
friend.
all seafood, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stop.
Seattle.
Stop for a second.
A lot of people go hunting.
I have a friend. I have a
Yeah.
friend.
That's
I have a dear and
Eastern
close
Washington,
friend
dude.
of mine. I have a dear close friend of mine. It is snow up there today.
It did, but it was a very light dusting, and it's
Yes.
melted
So,
away, and it's
listen.
raining again.
So this is how I know it snowed up in your area. I have a friend of mine
do
in
you
your
know?
area because I got friends. Look, I got friends all over the place. I just look this way.
Okay.
I just look this way. I'm pretty smart. I just look this way, but I'm pretty smart, and I know a lot of people.
Yeah, and you
in
don't
all
say
different
y'all
areas.
either.
I don't say y'all. I say y'all a lot. I do say y'all.
No, you don't.
I don't say y'all. Marcus, do I say y'all?
No, not often. No.
No,
No, Marcos does
I'm
it.
not
Marcos
sure.
does it.
neither does Marcus. Yeah, you.
I don't?
We never know
Oh,
you
yeah.
were down in Texas, dude.
Hey,
Huh.
Big Jake. Hey, real quick. Big Jake is saying he was sorry he couldn't
Okay.
make it tonight. He was at his dad's house all day helping him. Hope everyone was well. Big Jake, if you can pop on, if we're still on live, just pop on, just say hello. But we're on Drinks and Discussions, the lock group, or if you go into the backstage, I'll move you over into where we are. So just jump on. I'll move you where you need to be. Trust me, I'll move you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
miss you, Jake. Yes,
Brian, I
Liz.
have a
I
question.
didn't see no poll around here.
I have a question about Discord, dude.
Yes.
So every time you do a live stream, do you have to post a new whatever that is to click into?
No. Once you're in there, you just know how to get into. So it says Drinks and Discussions on your Discord,
Yes.
and it's got that little lock
Yes.
by it. You see the little lock by it?
Yeah, no. Well, no. It's got a chat window looking icon and a head icon and a plus sign
But
under voice channels.
if you once you log on to Discord, I can move you wherever I want to move you. So
Okay.
all you have to do is log on to Discord, and then I'll move you to wherever we. Because sometimes we're on a different channel, sometimes we're on something else, and then we'll go and I'll move you. I can like move people as they come in.
Okay.
It's
going to take me a while to figure this app out. So give me a little time.
Absolutely, and Veen is like spamming us on the general discussions.
Yeah.
No, I'm just liking the people that joined just now. That
people are
joined
joining right
tonight.
now.
That's all I'm doing.
Oh, I see that. Okay, yeah. See.
Early.
Oh, Thumper 88 is in there? Thump, come on in, Thumper.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good night, Jake.
Jake not coming in?
No, he says he's exhausted. So he'll catch up with us next week.
Take care, Jake.
And
Hi,
by the way,
Jake. What's the matter with you, Marcus? You sound like you're aching or something.
Yeah, I'm not 100. I'm
yeah,
probably gonna have to go here.
fade out. Marcus is gonna fade out.
Yeah, take off. Not worth it hanging.
Yeah. So let me just say this. I look, Veen, you are now locked in. You're locked in. You're on the panel. Liz, you're on the panel. You're no longer a chat moderator. You're on the panel. So,
Oh boy.
So I appreciate you guys doing this. And the reason I say this is because we need to all formulate an attack to Witch. Because Witch is going to come in strong with her Philadelphia Eagles bullshit. And I don't want any Philadelphia Eagles nonsense coming in here. So we have to conjoin together to fight the attack of the Witch. I don't know if we need to have silver stars or silver stakes or or garlic or whatever else is around our neck. I don't know how you defeat a witch, but we need
Sports
to stand together. But we just need to stand together against the witch. That's it. Anywho,
that's too bad for you. I'm preemptive striked already.
Preemptive strike. I love the witch. She's a great individual, and I hope that she is
she's fantastic.
A great lady. Choking on her Philadelphia cheesesteak right now, but that's another story. But I will say this. I do appreciate all the other channels that I go into, and as you all go into. I know I see Veen. I know I see Liz, Flaky Jake, and other channels. If you guys are out there and you are in channels that are about positivity, listen, we know we don't do other things. We don't do what other people do. And how some of us have come together. But I'm glad that we were brought together. And even though we don't do those same things, if you guys are out there and you're hearing things and you say, people are unhappy and here tired of this and that, bring them to the positive place. Bring them to Drinks and Discussions, because we can talk about and Truth Teller will tell you, we will talk about things that are newsworthy. I didn't want to do it today. And I probably don't want to do it until January, because I want to keep this thing lighter as I can possibly be, because I feel light in my heart. I want to give love back. I don't want bickering. I don't want disunity. I want to just have people loving each other and talking and understanding each other and just and getting to know each other. And if we can do that till January, that's a win-win, right?
What happens in January?
Well, in January, it's a new leaf. Let's just talk about whatever. Go back to, just talking about whatever else is newsworthy and topics about relationships or raising kids or retirement and all those other heavy topics. But I don't want to talk about heavy topics at the end of the year where we just want to be loving and just warm and wrapping ourselves around each other and supporting each other. Even if you're going through something. I'm not saying you can't tell us that we're not going through something. Go through something, tell us about it, and just see how we can support you. Because that's what we're going to do.
Well, that's why I feel safe here. I wouldn't go on a panel on just any channel.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, because that's kind of what our mantra is. That's what we want to do. This is not an argument channel. This is not a bickering channel. This is not about decisive channel. This is a channel where you can feel safe about just talking about, even if you have differentiating points of view.
Differentiating.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you. You're
welcome.
I have been drinking a little bit. Mm-hmm.
I'm the new spam bot. You got so much.
The spam bot. I love it. So outside of saying that, I appreciate Veen. I appreciate Liz for joining this channel and being on the panel. You guys are home here, home. And I want to do
Thank you.
this, and I want to make sure you guys understand that you're home because I want to start with Veen, and I want to close it down by you guys having
What?
some words of wisdom, some things that you can, some parting words that you can say to each other, to our viewers before we get to the dad jokes and Marcus, because Marcus is not feeling too well, and then let's just kind of, you know, keep ending our streams on a high note. So, Veen, you have the floor.
I have the floor. I just came here, so it was kind of easy going. I like it. So let's see what happens next. Too much drama on the other side.
We appreciate you. And I will tell you this, Truth Teller is my guy. Me and Truth Teller are like kindred spirits. We talk and we think about the same thing. He said this stream is about open discussions, no judgment. Anyone is treated with respect. That's what makes this stream so different and so unique. And I appreciate my man, Truth Teller.
Yeah.
Liz, you now have the floor with your voice and not your fingers. So what say you?
Oh Lord, I have no great words of wisdom. Like I said, I'm just like all of y'all. But what I do like, what I would like to say is that the sense of community here is strong, and that's what keeps bringing me back. And if we can keep doing that, I think that's what's going to bring others in. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten enough word out, but you know, I would just like to see more people availing themselves of what we do here. I just would.
Mhm.
Well, I will tell you this. I appreciate you, Liz, more than you know, and more than I have actually said, because Liz didn't know us from the Man in the Moon, and I think you followed us from some other channels, and you have always been there, and you've always been a champion of Drinks and Discussions, and I am so happy that not only that we were able to celebrate your retirement, but also that we can also be the catalyst to you joining Discord on your personal laptop, and you can be
Yep.
on this stream, and you are now a permanent host of Drinks and Discussions, and I hope you feel is that you're comfortable enough and welcome enough to always be here every Tuesday.
Well, it's an honor. And I found you from Dr. Dave, who
Dr.
don't
Dave.
really support much at all anymore. But I have no issues with other people, and I do still watch him occasionally.
Mhm.
But that's where I found you, dude.
Well, listen, I
You
always
were
say
on.
this. Yes, I recall those moments, and I will always say this the same thing. I wish Dr. Dave the most success. I wish all the channels on YouTube to be successful because YouTube
Yep.
is a
Ooh, I'm not like
ginormous,
that.
ginormous platform, and I have nothing to say ill will about anybody or any channel because at the end of the day, we've all come together because of one channel or the other, and I'm thankful for it. I don't support channels and I don't go over to these channels anymore, but at the end of the day, I'm thankful for the experience because it has taught me a lot about how to be, a channel that is doing these live streams and doing videos, and then it brought us all together, and I am thankful
Yes,
for that.
me too.
Hey, just a second, Liz.
Yeah.
Were you this morning in Hazokai's?
No, you know, I don't even have him bookmarked. I see him sometimes on other places. I don't know if he's the same type as Dr. Dave, where they're reviewing frauditors. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
he has his own style of doing it. No, but I remember, everybody said congratulations, including me, for your retirement. I just don't know where it was. I watched
Yeah.
too many channels, I guess.
It wasn't his because I've never. I
Okay.
don't think I've ever even looked up his channel. I
Okay.
just seen him in other chats. No, you would have seen it on either Brian's. The only other channel that I participate in chat in much at all is actually Vegas Valley. To be honest,
Yeah, I seen you over there, but I don't chat them. Yeah.
yeah,
Don't say
what
that.
got me
Don't say that channel. Don't say that channel.
what got me over there was his religious beliefs, guys. That's all I can tell you. His faith. I don't agree with everything he does, but I think he's sincere in his faith. So that's all I can say.
Did you see the one where he called me a racist?
I did, and that was not good. And again, I do not agree with everything that he says or how he says it.
Did you see the one where did you see the one where he took my wife's picture off my Facebook page and posted the demeaning things?
No, I did not see that, and that is also not good.
Yeah.
Again, he's.
So
I
what?
Don't agree
But Liz, let me ask you a question. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line on what somebody is doing that you like over as what you don't like?
Well,
okay, hold that thought, Liz. Before you answer, hey Brian, I'm gonna have to run. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm fading fast. So
Right.
y'all have a great night.
Okay, I hope you feel
we'll
better,
see you guys. Thank you. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Well, hold on, but Liz, before you say something, I want to preference my question to you because we're all adults, and I don't care what channel you go to. I go to channels that some people are like, well, why are you on that channel? Why are you doing this? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if you are on a channel that you know is anti-Semitic, homophobic, or homophobic, not anti-homophobic, homophobic, racist, but the only thing you feel that is important to you is their religious belief, and even those religious beliefs are hypocritical. Enlighten me on why you choose. And I'm not saying you can't go over there, or if you go over there, that you're not welcome here. I'm not saying any of those things. I just would like to understand, enlighten me on what you think, what you see over there is worth watching.
Okay. You asked where I draw the line. So I am a person of faith. I'm a Christian. So I draw the line where the Bible draws the line and where Christ's teachings draw the line, which is a pretty high bar. Okay. It's one that none of us, we can all aspire to, but none of us can reach in this fallen world. Okay.
I don't think we should continue this, guys. It's not comfortable to me.
Well, Veen, listen.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, Veen. We don't want to make you uncomfortable, but getting people's perspective is important, and we don't want to overtalk anyone. We don't want to shun someone for sharing their personal beliefs. But I would like to hear Liz's opinions and her perspective. And I would love for you also.
Fully, you're right.
But I also would love to hear. But Ving, I would love to just let you sit here and indulge other people's perspective, and just take it in, and then sit there and just digest it for a moment, and then we can go and say you agree or disagree, or if you have no opinion at all. I would just want you to just
off stream anytime. This is not a subject you do put on a live stream, not at this time.
But I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. But you don't have to. You don't have to rebut it. You don't have to rebut. No, V, you don't have to rebut it.
I'm out.
You don't have to. Okay. All right, V. Good night.
I'm out. Good night.
Good night. All right, Liz. The floor is yours. If you feel comfortable, Liz, I'm going to listen to you.
Wow. I'm not trying to push my faith on anybody. I hope he didn't take it that way. Because that
no, I don't worry about what he was saying, but I'm open
Okay.
because this is an opportunity for us to get to know each other outside of the text and just chatting on the live stream on the stream. So the floor is yours. I'm opening to hear you.
So here's the thing, dude. When I go on over there, I see what's going on over there, and I see a lot of things that I can't espouse or agree with. And what I figure is if I get the opportunity to share the opposite of that, then it can only be a positive. I don't want to use the word influence, maybe opinion, change some people's minds, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not afraid to speak up for my beliefs, although you do have to walk a tightrope because some people get offended because they think you're trying to shove Christianity down their throat. And that's not my intent. But if I can change even one person's mind, it's worth my time.
So
I don't know how else to explain it.
Listen, I don't. Again, I've always said this before. I don't care if you go on if you are all anybody's welcome over here. That channel is welcome over here. But I don't promote hate. I don't promote hypocrisy. I don't promote you can't see listen, so you can't sit there and you can't say, you know what, somebody said this about my wife or they said this about my children. But then I'm watching on listen, I don't mind this guy because this guy's a young kid and he's kind of trying to have his comeuppance. But him and Anna will always replay some videos. He's replayed our videos. And I want people to be successful on YouTube. I really do want people to be successful. If I can help you be successful in life and business, I will always do it. I will really help you. But when I hear people sitting there and going that, you know what, I really hate when people talk about women this way, or I'm trying to promote this, and that. And then I watched him berate Witch of Heart, who is a friend of mine, a friend of my channels. And then he talked about the other lady that was on that channel, and he was downgrading and berating her because he said that she said something on another channel. I went over there. Yeah. I have no problem with this guy. I followed another person that used to be a host on this channel, and I said, I'm spreading love. And he ostracized me. He called me, and he had people on his channel saying that because I'm married to a white woman, that she gets me into the golf clubs.
Yeah. Was this Joe or Ham Banana, Brian?
No. This was not Ham Banana. I ain't going to tell you the name of the channel because I'm telling you it ain't Ham Banana. This is the channel. This is the channel that ain't Ham Banana that said all his followers are like, oh, he's married to this woman because she can get him into the country clubs.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous. And
well, everybody knows that's ridiculous. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. She doesn't work. She doesn't have a job. I'm the one who makes all the money. So who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Liz, you can go over there. You can go over there. You can talk to all the people you want. I don't want that to be over here. That's all I'm saying. Just don't bring that here. That's it. And everybody, unfortunately, I think Veen thought that we were bringing that over here, And that is, maybe my fault because I don't want people to think that we're, disparaging his channel or that channel for whatever the case may be. And Thumper, listen, Thumper's my guy.
Thumper's great.
Yeah, Thumper is my guy. He's a down home homie. He's my homie. I got two homies. And Team Skeptic, I don't know if Thumper is really a Team Skeptic guy, but Team Skeptic is my guy, my homie.
I watch Team.
Thumper is a close second to my homies. And I'm to be honest with you, I'm not a small guy. I will tell you, Thumper and Team Skeptic, I'll go to war for all day, every day, because those are my homies.
Yeah, I gotcha. And I don't listen to Ham Banana, but I do listen to Team. And I don't always agree 100% with Team either. But hey, that's what it's all about. We're all entitled to our own opinions, right? And you don't want to shove them down other people's throats, but at the same time, you want to be honest, but you also want to be kind. I try to, when I'm talking to people on any channel, what I'm trying to do is treat everybody with the same kindness and respect that I would like to be treated myself, and to spread that and to show that by example.
But do you like bickering? Do you like the bickering? Do you like when people are like always like pitted against each other and you hear conflict after conflict? Is that something that you enjoy?
You know what? I'm only human, and the only way I can explain that is if you get on a stream where you're watching that, it's like watching a car crash. You can't look away.
Can't look away. I get it.
That's what it's like.
I get it. But you know what is funny about me is that when it always happens, because I'm not subscribed to that channel. I don't watch that channel. But I see other people that are always watching that channel and they replay it with their commentary of that channel. And it's funny because I thought that other people would know that if you keep feeding into it, that just promotes the other channel.
Well, that's where you don't feed into it, though. You present an opposite opinion.
Right.
Yeah. You show that instead of being homophobic and instead of being disparaging other races. And by the way, I don't believe there's any race but a human race. Under the skin, we are all the same. God created all of us. Racism to me is, and I've seen people get dinged for saying this. It shouldn't be a thing. We're all.
So you know what, Liz? You know what? You hit a topic that we'll talk about in January or February.
Okay.
2023, because when 9/11 happened, you catch me if I'm wrong. When 9/11, I'm going to say something that is going to be controversial, but I want you all to go back, rewind the tapes.
Right.
George Bush was the president.
Yeah.
George W. Bush.
Yep.
Kanye West was on a telethon. And he was also saying how he didn't think that George Bush had any, concern about black people. And then there were a lot of people who were saying, don't call black people African Americans. We're all Americans after 9/11.
Okay.
But now we're at this,
and there's some,
and now we're at this pivotal point because in 45 came around and said, you know what, let's divide everybody else. And now not only are we just Americans, we're this American, this American, and this American, and this division that continues to happen. And I'm always the person that says, well, don't call me a black American or an African American unless you call yourself a European American. I say that all the time.
Really?
All the time. Because not only, listen, look at me. I'm not fully black. I'm just not. I have my grandmother on my father's side was 100% white. And my
Wow.
mother,
Okay.
my mother's side, and my mother and my father, my mother's mother and father were half Native American on that side.
Okay.
That's why we had that's why we can go to college for free. You get the number. You can go to
Okay.
college for free. So
If you have enough Native American blood, yes.
right, yeah. You're gonna have to have that percentage, but you also have to have a number. It's not about the blood. You have to have a number.
Oh, all right. I don't know anything about it much. You know, I've told you before, I'm a terminally white woman. I grew up in a Leave It to Beaver Christian home. I've lived with white privilege my whole life, and I'm very cognizant of the fact that that's a limited, what's the word I want to use? A limited point of view to come from.
But you're
Okay?
woke.
That
But you seem to be woke.
I see. I don't even know what that means, Brian. I really don't. To tell you the truth, I don't. I hear that all the time, and some people hate it, and some people love it, and I've never even heard it fully defined. I don't know what it means. You'd have to tell me.
I don't know what that means either, Liz. I
Okay.
don't know what that means, but because I do want people to understand that there are multiple facets of understanding. You can have your own personal beliefs, and then you can have someone sit there and give you an alternative, opinion, and you can go and say, "Oh, I heard that, but I also heard this," and then I'm somewhere in between. But here's my problem, and I'm trying not to object to the chats. Thumper, dude, got it. Chill, quick, or got it. Thumper, I appreciate you, bro. You're my guy, dude. I love these type of conversations. And True Teller has said, "Well said, Liz." He's a vile hypocrite, a little worm, talking about the other channel. For some reason, Veen likes the other channel. Listen, I want to make it clear right now, because I don't want anybody coming here and saying, "Hey, you got to record Drinks and Discussions because they were talking about this channel." We're not talking about any channel. I really hope and promise that every channel is successful all
I agree.
day long. I'm not trying to
I agree.
talk about people's channels. I don't care what you do on
Nope.
your channel. I just
Nope.
don't care. I just want you
Yep.
to do whatever you want to do and be successful at it. That's it. Be successful.
Yep.
And if I can help
agree.
you, and if I can help you be successful, as long as it's not damaging people, I will support your channel. That's it.
Yes.
Because I don't need you
Well-
to help me do my thing, and I don't think they need me to do their thing. But I just want people to know I ain't talking negative about people's channel, because that's not what we do.
No, you never do. No, you don't. And that's another reason why I enjoy it so much here, is because we try not to judge other people negatively. Do we judge people as humans? Yes. Every day. We're human. But
Absolutely.
do we make negative comments, publicly, and do we tear other people down? No, that's not
Never.
what I'm about. And
We
that's
don't-
not what I see you being about.
We
At
don't
all.
need to tear people down to build ourselves up.
Exactly.
We just don't. We don't need to tear anybody down to build ourselves up.
Exactly.
And if you talk about our channel, that's fine. You don't have to like us. That's great. You don't, share the same opinions. But at the end of the day, you don't need us to build your channel. Because if you need to tear us down to build someone else's channel, then you're probably just not an insecure person, and you don't need to, worry about
Exactly.
being on YouTube.
Exactly. And that's another reason why I wouldn't go up on what do you call it, panel, on any other channel but this one, because number one, I wouldn't feel safe, because I've been invited up on others, and I hadn't pursued it, but I wanted to pursue it here because this is a safe place and it's also positive and accepting and non-judgmental, and that's what I want to promote.
Well,
That's what I'm behind.
well, and that's why I appreciate you, Liz. Not only because you've always been a moderator, and you've now, felt like not only you're a moderator, but you're on the panel. And I hope that you continue to feel safe that you can be on this panel moving forward, because your insight is going to improve what we talk about moving forward. But it's also one of those things where we can sit there, and even if we sit there and you talk about religion and all this, we talk about this and this and all that kind of stuff, we can sit there and go, I don't agree. I don't agree. And we sit there and go, you know what? That makes sense. And then we sit there and go, hey, Marcus, where are your dad jokes? And then at the end of the day, we're still at a happy place. Yes. Look, I got dad jokes myself because Marcus left me in charge of the dad jokes, or I will leave it to the chat, because Truth Teller, Thumper, and everybody else is still in the chat. If you guys want to have a chance at the dad jokes, let me know, because I taught my son a bad joke, and I really want to show it, but I don't want to show it, but I'm going to show it. So
your 4-year-old,
my 4-year-old. So so we went to a Christmas village for my wife's birthday, and
yes, you said that.
It was wall to wall Christmas, blah blah blah. But when we came home, we were still just kind of like relaxing and all that kind of stuff. And I taught him some things. One of the restaurants that we had been to, and I said something, and then all of a sudden we came home, and he goes, "Dad, I got this joke." I go, "Okay," and he goes, "What did the hand say to the face?" Anybody?
Hand to the face.
What did the hand say to the face? I'm gonna let everybody I'll give you everybody 60 seconds to say what the hand said to the face.
I have no idea.
You're gonna crack up. And I taught him this, and I'm sorry that I taught him this. Anybody? Anyone on the chat? I'm just watching the chat. Are you ready, Liz? You ready for this one? I'm ready to give it to you.
I'm ready.
What did the hand say to the face? Are you watching the stream? Liz, are you watching the stream?
I can't see the stream, no.
Okay. So what the hand said to the face was slap.
Okay.
He slapped me across the face.
Oh, he slapped you across the face.
Yes. He said, what did the hand say to the face? And he goes, slap.
Like, yeah. Well, that's not bad for a 4-year-old joke. I like it.
I told him, I taught him that joke. It came back to haunt me.
I gotcha.
Me a lesson. Don't tell your young sons about Dave Chappelle jokes.
Well, that's from Dave Chappelle?
That was from Dave. So Dave Chappelle had this thing where it was like the Rick James story. And the story went, the true stories of
Rick James?
Look, Liz. Look, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm going to put this in the chat.
Okay, excuse my ignorance, hon.
Listen, if you know Rick James, you know Rick James, right?
I know a singer, Rick James.
Yes, the singer of the Rick James singer. So you know the comic Eddie Murphy?
Oh, of course.
All right. So,
Rick James was big in the 80s. Big.
but you also know Rick James and
We're gonna hang out with Rick James tonight, you know what I'm saying?
hold on. I'm putting this on for everybody. Everybody. If you want to watch this, it's hilarious.
I can't see it without opening the YouTube again, and I can't figure out how to mute.
Don't worry about it. I'm putting it in Discord too.
Okay.
Discord. I'll put it in Discord. Oh, because when you see the story that's being told, if you don't see it in Discord, I'll put it in Discord later. But when they were playing this Discord thing, or the recap of what Rick James and Eddie Murphy had this whole little thing. The guy who was Eddie Murphy's brother was telling these real stories about when Eddie Murphy was starting to become a big star. He was hanging out with Rick James and all these other people, and Rick James was like this guy, and Rick James would always like pick on Eddie Murphy's brother. And one of the things that Rick James said to Eddie Murphy's brother was, "What did the 5 fingers say to the face?"
Flat.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
I taught that to my son, and my son was like, "Hey, Dad, what did the hand say to the face?" And I'm like,
"Oh,
hello," and my son was like, "Slap!" Like, oh my god, I gotta stop watching. I gotta stop teaching my son what I know when it's all detrimental to my face. Face is really tender.
Is Rick James still alive? I thought he had passed.
No, yeah, he had passed. He is definitely.
I thought so. But dude, I turned 21 in the middle of the disco era. I used to disco my butt off as a young person at all the clubs up here. Yep. The whole deal.
We're gonna do a music thing before we leave on the New Year's Eve. I promise you, we're gonna do some music. I love music. Love music. And I want Liz to finally be on the panel. And I'm loving just the perspective you could bring to the table. Can't wait.
Dude, as long as you put a bunch of R&B or soul, as soon as you get to the hip hop, I'm out of there.
Listen, hold on.
I
love hip hop. I love hip hop, but
so does my son.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah. I can sing the ballads. You give me some Smokey Robinson, some any ballads.
Oh yeah.
You can't miss me on any genre.
Marvin Gaye,
I dare you. I dare you to challenge me on those songs. Let's make it happen. And look, Thumper said Rick James, stuff, and Thumper said Rick James and Eddie Murphy. Oh, party all the time. Come on, my girl wants to party all the time. That's a story for another day. But we're gonna make this happen. This is gonna be a party on Drinks and Discussion. Party. But go ahead. How
do you justify some of the? Okay, here's what I have. Here's my issue with hip hop. A lot of them, and not all of them, but a lot of them, I hear women being referred to as bitches, which I don't like, and then I hear a lot of profanity, and I'm like, dudes, it's profanity. So that's the easy way out. Let's have some real creativity here. It's just not a creative lyric. So, class it up a little bit. And that's the issue I have with it. I just
Well,
don't, for those reasons.
I will always say this. Everybody has their comfort zone.
Right.
And it's warm and fuzzy. It's always warm and fuzzy. Until you get
Right.
out of that. Until you get out of it. So when you start talking about music genres, you could talk about movies. You could talk about anything. When you get people who say, you know what, I like this era of music, or I like this genre of music. And then I sit
Right.
there and go, okay, well, all right, what music do you like? So if you said, Liz, what music makes you feel like warm and fuzzy? What's the music you like? What would you say?
Oh, you're asking
No,
right now? Well, there's more than one.
no.
but
Let's put it this way. Say hip hop. Say the hip hop that you were talking about.
why would I say that? If you want me to say
Well,
hip hop, I'll say it. But
no, because we were talking about, you were saying that hip hop is this and hip hop is that. So I was just
yeah,
throwing it out there for hip hop.
okay. But in truth, it would be two genres. It would be either Christian music or it would be R&B.
Okay. Well, Christian music is this subjective. So if you say, you know what, I like Christian music. Christian music is not supposed to be secular. You should not be making money off of religious music.
You're right. You're right. You're right. 100% right.
So we've already squashed that whole genre of music.
It
Squashed it.
doesn't all make money
Squashed
though,
it.
Brian.
It always
It
makes
doesn't
money.
all.
Money,
No,
music makes
no, my
money.
friend. Pick up an old hymnal, my dear. All of those songs are in the public realm. Those hymns, those old hymns, nobody makes any money off of those. There's no copyrights active
Oh,
on any
yeah,
of those.
I get it.
Amazing Grace,
But
and all of
those aren't what we're talking about, though. We're talking about the Kirk
Well, that's
Franklins. We're talking about the Kirk Franklins.
no,
We're talking about all those other,
no,
you know, those people who are singing the songs that are Christian valued songs. So when you are singing a song, you're not talking about the old hymns that you have to look at, go back to the pulpit and you're going to go, oh, Jesus loves me. Yes, he did. Oh, Jesus loves me. Yes, he did.
Sing in the Kingdom Hall, huh?
Look, I could probably sing 2 of those Kingdom Hall songs, but all I'm saying is you're not supposed to, according to Jesus' teachings, make a profit.
Yes.
In his name.
Off of God. Yes, you're right. You're 100% right. And I'm not.
I look this way.
necessarily.
I just look this way, Liz. I promise you. I think I'm smart, but I just look this way.
You don't look stupid, dude.
Oh, okay.
Nobody-
I just thought I looked stupid. I'm sorry. People do think I look stupid.
No, you do not. I am not espousing all Christian music out there today. I'm talking about the Christian music that I deem to be sincerely worshipful. I don't know how else to explain it. And that is not all Christian music. Okay, there's a lot of it out there that I wouldn't classify as meeting that standard. So if it's not sung, if it's something sung outside of a Bible believing conservative Christian church, then I wouldn't call it true Christian music. And I could name specific types of churches, but I'm not going to, because I do not want to offend anybody.
Should you profit on the name of the Lord? Should you profit?
No.
Okay. Okay. So let me also ask you this question. Let me also ask you this question because you brought it up. I didn't bring this up.
You asked about music genres, dude.
No, but I'm also asking you about other channels because you say I go to these other channels because I believe their religious beliefs. I used to.
No.
No. Let
I-
me preference this. Let me just preference
Okay.
this. I'm not saying you don't go over there. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying don't do anything.
No, I know you're not.
And I'm not trying to persuade you to do anything. When the 9/11 happened, I was not even married, but I was dating someone. And we woke up and the local channel was there. I mean, I remember it so vividly. Like,
Me too.
you know, it was, you know, and I know my wife listens to this channel, but I was dating someone at the time, and we had just, you know, done what we have done, and it was just like a moment to where I was just blown away with what I was seeing on this news story.
Me too.
And then it was just kind of like, oh, America is under attack.
Yeah.
And then I saw all these other people saying, you know what? All these things that just used to matter doesn't matter anymore. Because
Yeah.
if you are an American, you are American.
Yes.
And then we became, you know, kind of even more, in my opinion, the same. Because Barack, the first black president, and people were like, you know what? This country has really turned the corner. Turned the corner. And then you start seeing about the tan suit. Tan suit. No,
Tan suit.
Barack Obama wore a tan suit. And that was the whole precipice of just nonsense. And then
I never heard about it.
Well, you got to look that up. You never heard of the tan suit?
No, never heard about it. Never saw him in one.
The biggest controversy of the Barack Obama in the 8 years he was president, the biggest controversy, it wasn't, you know, decorating from the wife being decorating the White House looking like the Stephen King novel. It wasn't any of that. It was the tan suit was the biggest Barack Obama controversy. Anybody in the chat? Anybody on the chat want to let me know if there's something else different? Let me know.
Why? Were they
Because-
accusing him of trying to be too white or something? What? I don't get it.
A tan suit was not presidential.
Oh, well, neither is tweeting. But that hasn't stopped.
Hold on
President
this. We ain't
Trump.
going that far. We ain't going that far. We can go that far, but we ain't going that far tonight. We're trying to keep it light.
Okay.
Keep it light.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Because I know where you're going with that. And I'm
I
going to
gotcha.
follow. And I was quick to follow you, but I don't want to follow you that deep because
Yeah, I gotcha.
But all I want to tell people is this, and why I was saying this, the whole thing, is regardless of your political beliefs or religious beliefs, that you're supposed to have these values. That if you say, I treat women this exact same way all the time, if someone comes to you and says, hey, this woman talked about your channel and you ostracize this person who's female in a way that you are sitting there saying, my faith does not allow me to say these things, you're a hypocrite.
Yes,
and I'll be honest
I agree.
with you. I'll be honest with you. Witch of Heart, who has become a friend of my channel, who I adore. And also I saw someone else being ostracized because they were on the channel, whatever channel that is, and they went on another channel, and because they said something about his channel, and all of a sudden he wanted to call them the B word and this word, but hold on.
Yeah.
Don't say the F word. And he says the F word all the time.
Yeah, I know, hon. I know
How
which
is that?
channel you're
How
talking
how
about.
does that align to your religious beliefs?
It just shows me that we're all human, and some of us, we live in a fallen world, and some of us uh maybe try, how do I say this? Make more effort to try to live up to the standards of our beliefs than others do, but they're still another human being, and they're still a child of God. And you grew up, I don't know exactly everything that the Jehovah's Witnesses teach, Brian. I did not grow up in that, but
You don't want
I
to.
would, well, no, I don't. Um, but I don't want to offend anybody either. But I expect that they taught, if they taught anything of Jesus, then they taught that, we're to love everyone as Jesus commanded when he was here on earth. And again, if you can spread that message and somebody hears it, it can only help that person.
Well,
And I don't know how else to explain it, hon. I really don't.
well, let me ask you this question. Your religious beliefs are your convictions, right?
Yep.
If I tell you I don't have those same convictions, do you think less or more? Do you think less of me if I don't share those same convictions?
Not at all.
Then you are doing what your religious beliefs tell you to do. Because at the end of the day, people always say if you believe in God and all these things, if you repent, even at your deathbed, you're forgiven by God, right?
That's an assumption of the gospel. Yes.
Well, uh, my only opinion or my own perspective is based upon assumptions.
Right. And I see where you're getting. That doesn't seem at all fair.
About
But if somebody were to repent on their deathbed, and receive eternal life, it doesn't seem fair. We as humans want to see justice, but God's justice is higher than ours. And to be quite frank with you, I don't fully understand it. And I don't think on this side of heaven that
well, that's what
it's,
faith is. Faith is based upon faith. It's not
yes,
faith. It's
yes,
not based upon fact. Religion is based upon faith. There's no factual basis of anything other than, hey, we found these scrolls that said that the
yeah,
Bible is authentic. And by the
yeah.
way, the Dead Sea Scrolls, when they say, hey,
Yes,
the Dead Sea Scrolls said, hey, that these tablets were actually written when they were written. But it doesn't validate the story. It didn't say,
no,
oh, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. These tablets said that the ark is buried way over here, or the Garden of Eden was way over here. The Dead Sea Scrolls were just a tablet that says that maybe we can authenticate it that these things were written at this time. That's all.
yes, I agree with you. There are archaeological evidence, but you are aware that the Bible does nowhere in the Bible does it say where the ark is, or where, what was the other thing you said? Oh, the Garden of Eden. It gives the Garden of Eden, it gives something in Genesis about some rivers, and the Euphrates is one of them. But is that the same Euphrates we have today? I don't
Exactly.
know.
I don't
I
know
don't
either.
know.
I don't know.
Okay. You're right. It's all faith. There is no absolute visual proof that you can handle that, or God's not coming down and making himself known physically, yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Right.
It's
Right.
all, Faith is believing in things not seen. And the Bible says that.
The faith is the assured expectation of things to come.
That's part
Not-
of it, but it's
Not
also
faith is not
believing in what
no
has gone before.
faith is not about the past. I don't have faith in the past.
Yeah, it is.
No, faith is not
Yeah,
about the
well,
past. The faith is not
believe
about the
it's-
past. The faith
No, it
faith
is,
means
Brian.
the faith means that if I pray, that I have the assured expectation of things to come, not things that have already happened.
So I'm going to respectfully disagree. I believe in the stories of the Bible. I believe they were true, even though they are past. I
No,
have a
but
faith
what
in-
is the definition of faith? Is what I'm asking.
a belief in things not seen.
Not seen. So if you've not seen them,
Not
it
seen.
can't be about the past, right?
Yeah, Ken. I haven't. I wasn't alive when the flood occurred. I didn't
But
see
that's
it. I
documented.
didn't-
It's documented in the Bible. So you can't have faith of things that already happened. The Bible says I've got these transcripts and I've got these scrolls. So you don't have to have faith about those things that already happened. Your faith is, hey, if I die, I'm going to heaven. That's what faith is now.
That's part of it. It's not all of it by any means.
So, but you don't go back and say, I have faith in what the Bible tells me because the Bible is already true. If you sit there and go, you know what? I believe everything that happened. Everything that happened in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's not faith. That's just, I believe what it's already there. Done.
Oh, I think it is faith because
Because you don't you don't know if it happened for, so you don't believe it. So if you sit there and say, I have faith in the Bible, that means you don't believe that it's accurate.
Oh, you've totally lost me. I believe 100% in its accuracy.
Okay. So that's not faith. If you believe in something that's accurate, that's not faith. That just means that's knowledge. You have knowledge that is 100% factual.
I think that's semantics, hon.
I agree.
And
Listen,
I'll-
look, Liz, I'm having a great conversation. Don't take this the wrong way.
No,
You are
I
a
will-
smart
I-
person. You are a smart person, and I'm a dumb person. And all I'm trying to
You're
do
not
is just
dumb.
having a great conversation with my moderator, who is, I love you. Even if I've never met you, I just love having these types of conversations. And I'm not trying to say, that you're wrong. I'm right. I'm just listening. I'm hoping that we can continue. So go ahead, keep going.
Well, I just have to. It's semantics, and I'll just have to agree to disagree with you because I feel that if I'm going to have faith in the truths of the Bible, then it needs to be all of the Bible. And that includes the Old Testament, which is nothing but history now, right?
Mhm.
And there's a whole bunch of Jewish people in the world that also believe the Old Testament, not the New, but the Old. For me, it's both. So, but that's what true Christianity is. So, yeah, I mean, and do me a favor, hon. Quit
Mhm.
calling yourself dumb. If I'm going to get offended, that would be the only thing I'd get offended by. You're not dumb by any means, so don't do that.
I just sometimes when people watch me, they always say that
Mhm.
I am condescending, or I think I'm better than people, or
Yeah.
whatever. And there's a lot of people who would shun away from this conversation that we're having. And this
Oh,
is
yeah.
what I love about Drinks and Discussions, is because I love these conversations. Is because I know that you are an intelligent, way far surpass me intellectually and scholarly, and we can have these conversations and have this feel good moment. And I don't think whatever we're talking about, I don't think you would say, you know what? Never going to Drinks and Discussions again because he didn't believe what I
Oh, no.
believed.
Oh, no. No. Why would anybody do that? Limit themselves like that? That's
Right. That's my whole
my
point.
mother would call that. My mother would call that
Closed-minded.
No, she would call it something about your nose, biting off your nose to spite,
Despite your face. Oh, yes.
You know, exactly. And if we can't learn from each other and can't be open to each other's opinions, then that's on us. You're limiting yourself, and that's sad.
Right.
Nobody should do that to themselves. We should always be able to listen to other people and where they're coming from, and we should always want to understand other people, and that's biblical too,
Absolutely.
Brian.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, yeah.
You know when Jesus was preaching to the Pharisees,
Yes.
he didn't sit there and go, "Hey, stop talking to me." He said, "Let me listen to these Pharisees, and then I'm going to preach to them despite what they already believe."
Well, he was trying to expose their hypocrisy to themselves. And I'll be the first one to admit that there's a lot of stuff in the Bible I don't fully understand, and that I don't expect to understand fully this side of heaven. I don't think it's given to us to understand everything on earth about God and the Bible. But that's where faith comes in. There are some things that I just accept without fully understanding. And Jesus and the Pharisees is partially one of those. But I do know that he was trying to make them look at themselves and their closed-mindedness, because they were hypocritical.
Well, I will tell you this, Liz. You are the moderator of all moderators. I think you were the first moderator there ever had outside of hold on, what's going on here? Outside of maybe Megan, I think you were the moderator of all moderators. And to have you on panel that we can actually talk outside of like the keyboard is enlightening me, because I love these stimulating conversations. I like these conversations where people can challenge me on knowledge, challenge me on, beliefs and all these other things, because that's what I think makes Drinks and Discussions so, pivotal, not pivotal, pivotal. I know, I just said the wrong word. Sorry. Pivotal, when it comes to things that, are different and what we are accustomed to. And Truth Teller says the same thing. And me and Truth Teller, we talk, and he's one of those people who always has the same mind thought that I have. But I'm also looking for other stimulating conversations that people can bring to the table and say, "Brian, did you hear about this? Or Brian, did you hear about that?" And all these other things, where I'm not barking down your throat and saying, "Hey, this is what the Bible says in LBGTQ, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't believe me, you need to be blocked." I want people to feel comfortable to be different, And you've said some things that made me kind of like, okay, I'm going to go back and do my research on a couple of things. So I got to yeah, absolutely. I don't want to be the dumbest guy in the room. I like to go, I want to be like, when you say something and I don't respond, it's not like I'm just taking your word for it. I'm just taking it in, and then like, next time we have the same conversation, I'm be like, I did my research and here's what I thought. This is what we're doing.
Well, just don't expect any knowledge from me out of either politics or sports, because I don't follow either. Exactly. I don't. I don't follow either. I don't follow politics very closely, and I don't follow sports at all. So, and my son gives me crap for both.
Well, I will tell you, I will promise you, from now until at least January, neither of those will be discussed here. I want
Okay.
positivity. I want anything else other than sports and politics discussed here because all I want to do is just have people, enjoying themselves because we're in the holiday season and I just want people to feel
Yep.
light in their lives right now and smile because there's nothing else
Yep.
better in the world than a smile that you see on somebody else's face.
Yep. I agree. And if
All
you
right,
guys
Liz.
ever want to talk aviation, count me in because that's been my whole professional life. I love it.
Look, Nick will
So,
blow your head. Nick will talk your head off on aviation. And he was supposed to come in.
yeah.
He's been talking on Discord the entire time. I don't know why he's not here, but Nick, you suck. Nick Volt sucks. Put it on record. If you play it back, I'm gonna hashtag Nick Volt sucks because he didn't want to come over here and talk about aviation with Liz. But anyway, Liz, I appreciate you.
Yep.
But no, listen. I appreciate you just being the person that you are for Drinks and Discussions, even when you are a moderator on the channel, because you followed us for a long time. There's no reward by following us,
Yes,
and
there is. You're
well,
wrong.
well,
There's a great sense of community, and I enjoy it 100%. Trust me.
All I'm saying is that there's no financial, there's no, monetary reward because we only have, I don't know how many, 210, 29, whatever. And I'm making notes. I'm making notes of people who have been with our channel, and we're hoping to grow and always do other things. But you being tonight when Marcus is gone and Jake was, doing things and you came up here, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you for just being with me and Veen as well, because I would have been up here staring at people by myself if it wasn't for you guys. And
Well,
I value you guys more than you know, and it means a lot to me. That's all I'm saying.
ditto. And I feel bad about Bean though. I don't know if he took offense because we brought up religion or if it had to do with a channel. Either way, if he's still out there listening, Bean, I'm sorry. Not my intent. And I hope you continue to come back.
Absolutely. And
Um,
we're not talking negative about any channel. We want that
right.
channel or any other channels to be as successful as they possibly
Yep.
can. And if you
Yep.
are here and you go to those channels, continue to do so. If that's what you
Yep.
guys like to see and participate in, go do it.
Yep.
I'm here to promote those channels because I want everybody to be successful. I don't want to hold people
Yep.
down. Why would I do
Me
that?
too. Well, yeah, and unfortunately, there are people that do that, and it's sad because they hurt themselves more than they hurt others by doing so. But a lot of people don't get that. I don't know.
Well, I will
But
tell.
yeah,
Well, I want to say this. Thank you to Thumper. Thank you to Truth Teller. Thank you to Conversation Guy. Thank you to everyone. I can't continue to mention how important it is for everyone who in the chat. And I apologize if I don't mention your name. But I want to say thank you. But I also want to say a big,
me too.
big thank you to the panel. Marcus, thank you to Liz, who finally came on board. And I promise you, it's going to get even better when Liz is on the panel because of the
Oh, I don't know about
intellectual
that.
conversations that we can actually continue to have when we do Drinks and Discussions. So I don't know what Thumper 88 would love you, man. You're my homer, man. You know you're my homer, and
Yep.
all the other people, I want to say thank you, but I'm gonna leave the floor with Liz because this is her first panel, and she has. Oh, let me say this. Before I say goodnight, I'm gonna throw it to Liz because Liz is gonna be the final word. I want to say goodnight. Good night to
Lord,
everyone.
dude.
Good night, everyone. I want to say good night to everyone. I appreciate Veen and everyone else. I hope you guys had a great, amazing Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping that you will enjoy the positivity that Drinks and Discussions is going to keep pushing through the remainder of this week. And then next week, you're going to have more positivity. And if you throw up because of this positivity, I did my job because I love positivity. But anyway, I'm going to have Liz, Flaky Jake, in this
My
stream
God.
because
Dude,
how
do you follow?
we just popped the cherry of Liz on the live stream, and I'm so thankful for her, and I am so grateful that she has joined Drinks and Discussions. I can't even tell you because she's an intellectual, and I love her to death.
I'm not.
And at the end of the day, without further ado, I'm just going to shut up and Liz sign us off.
Oh, Brian, you little twerp. First of all, I'm not an intellectual. I didn't even finish college, guys. And if I had been smart enough in my 20s when I hired on at Boeing, I would have gone back to school and gotten an engineering degree because financially, I would have been a lot better off. But all that to say, Boeing still did very well by me, and I had a great career. But I'm not an intellectual, so you don't need to listen to Brian on that one, because I'm just like everybody else. I don't know how to close other than to say I want everybody to stay safe. I'd like everybody to be healthy, happy, and blessed. God bless everybody that's here. That's the highest thing I can wish for all of you, in my humble opinion, and believe me, it's very humble. So that's that. Is that enough?
You did what you needed to do. Liz, we appreciate you. And we're Drinks and Discussions, and we are out. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Brian.
Except for Witch. We don't want you to come back ever.
You're so mean.